Word Balloon is brought to you by the League of Word Balloon Listeners.
We'll be putting together an art book of a lot of the assorted images I've done for prints and for other commercial clients that have never been seen in a collected form before. I want to make it easier for my collectors to get those images more than just on your computer, but in print, where you can kind of more casually come upon it. Although using your phone to look up images is casual, but to me it's not. I like everything to be on paper, and I like to have something all kind of collected and combined where you can get to it in a library. And so our intent is to get a full book together of a lot of those images which I've produced in the last 10 to 15 years that have really not been assembled before.
Sorry about that. I thought I waited everybody there, and I guess not. Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Wow, what a pleasure to see you guys. It's been so long. I missed you guys.
Why is Negan in a cave?
I seem to be having some kind of technical difficulty.
I think he turned his lights on and he overpowered the grid.
No, I got a new webcam that doesn't.
It's working great. I love it.
It doesn't seem to be working.
I like your shirt, Mike.
This is the best I've ever seen you, Negan. This is awesome.
You're so funny. You make me laugh.
No, honestly, everything looks fantastic. We really love what you're doing right now. This is great.
I can see you. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I can't see you.
Oh, fuck, that's true. And obviously he's like really flipping me off right now. I can't see.
I'm not wearing any clothes right now.
Well, don't. Yeah, all right. Don't make me get up. There we go. Fantastic.
You can hear me though, right?
We can obviously we can hear you fine. No, that's why. Yeah, it's like those terrible things on like Get Smart and stuff. No one can see us. Fantastic.
And now you've driven him away.
Yeah,
that's a record. That's like 3.5 seconds.
Well, he disconnected himself, so he'll come back. That's all right. So, Skoke, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing pretty good, guys. I was just part of a Kickstarter for a comic that fulfilled its Kickstarter goal.
Nice.
So good for him. The guy's name is John Rodriguez, and his comic is called The Mad Gasser of Mattoon. It's Mattoon, Illinois.
Well, I'm saying the Mad Gasser, but go on.
Well, yeah, thank you.
Let me rip one for you.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining what you were doing there. So he fulfilled his goal and beyond that. I think he was asking for something like 500 to print the comic, and he ended up making like 2,750, something like that.
Those are my favorite stories. Absolutely, that's lovely.
Yeah, a lot of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead. I was going to say we should do a Kickstarter to see if we can get you out of that closet. Seems like you're still stuck in there.
I'm going to be in here for a long time. I'm going to be in here all night.
Oh
because
boy,
I have a lot of work to do. Oh, look who's here!
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
There he is.
Mike Negan, you look different. Oh no, wait, no, it's Art. I thought it was Mike Negan.
I'm trying to figure out what your hat represents, sir.
The Schaumburg Boomers. The Boomers is the team, but it's an owl.
Yeah, that's what confused me.
I don't know if you call it a boomer.
All right, fair enough.
Sweet for you.
So
Mike's
Mike,
still looking good.
yeah, Mike's now we got Mike's little avatar, which is good. That's an improvement.
Damn it. I changed the device and then it just kicked me out.
Nice. You look
It
good though.
happens. It's all right.
Good. Yeah.
You didn't miss anything. We're still getting organized. All good. Scoot will eventually join us, probably like in about 40 minutes or so.
Organized.
And here, let me. I'm sure there's some greetings here right now in the comments section. Excuse me. So there's Brad. Good to see you all.
Oh yeah, D. Brad.
Mighty Mike in the house.
Word.
Skulk is in the high ground.
Yes. Mysterious.
I am in full form tonight, so hang on to your head. Good to see you, Wayne.
Guys, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you
I know
guys
it's
in
been a
so
long
long.
time.
It's been a long time since we
and not for lack of trying. We've tried this a few times, and everybody's schedules seem to work out for tonight. I don't know why.
I feel like I haven't missed you guys because I watch all your shows. You know,
so
I'm always seeing. Yeah, I'm always seeing
like,
you guys online.
But every now and then I got a text Artie like randomly and stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I missed you guys so much. I send you memes and stuff. But I was thinking we're like, oh yeah, he's gone again. I was gonna say it's like we're in sync, and then we're all breaking out to do different projects, and Mike Nagin's like the one that everybody can't remember.
Skulk is Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
All right. Who are, because honestly, proud to say, other than Lance Bass. Let me see. All right. Let me see what I can hear. All right. Okay. Because I was gonna say, and that's fine. Yeah. Joey Fatone, Lance Bass. Yes, fat one. Timberlake.
I want to be the guy who goes to
space.
space.
I don't know Zeppo and Gummo. I don't know the other two. Who are the Zeppo and Gummos of the Backstreet Boys?
I believe one of them is Harry Nipple Styles. Harry
I'd rather he just be Harry Nipples. Yeah. I was in the Backstreet Boys. How are you?
Doesn't he have? I mean, you have a big crush on Harry Styles. Doesn't he have 4 nipples, Johnny? I believe.
I don't know, but given Skoka's youngest one here, he might have the answer to the question.
He has a nubbin.
Well, you got Chris Kirkpatrick, the eldest member of the group. That's a real name.
Don't know these people.
I think he's making them up.
No, that was a real name. And JC Chezes or Cheze, I'm not sure how you say the name.
Hilarious, and I assume he is like Jazzy Jeff to the Fresh Prince, or Andrew Ridgway to George Michael and Wham.
Pretty much, exactly. He's like the number 2 behind Timberlake. But yeah, he's like I guess he's like second in command.
I can name all 5 members of One Direction. There's Harry Styles, and then his 4 nipples. That's 5 altogether.
Right, and what was Harry Styles' band? That was the other one, the
One
British
Direction.
One Direction. Thank you. Yes, yes.
I like the Bee Gees.
Sure.
There's only 3 guys.
Mike was almost there again.
He was almost there again. Or the Beatles.
Artie, did you give us your opinion of the Bee Gees documentary that was?
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
How can you not have seen it yet, being such a big Bee Gees fan that you are?
I don't know. I don't watch HBOs.
Do you still have HBOs in your systems?
I do not. No.
Ah, well, there you go. That's why.
We watched Game of Thrones. No, not yet. No.
Oh yeah.
Do you have Showtime?
No.
Okay.
No, I only have
premium movie channels or no?
Netflix and Disney Plus. That's all. I have.
Well, those are the streamers. But yeah,
my favorite Bee Gees song is the one where they sing with the chorus. Do it in the butt.
You can do it in the butt.
Do it in the butt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She'll be dancing.
I used to tell my cousins and brothers that they said "oopastassin." Yeah, they're not saying "oopastassin." They are. That's what in their language. That's what they say. "Oopastassin." It's not "oopastassin."
We were very deprived people growing up because we didn't have the internet to look up the actual lyrics of the songs. So we would always have to make them up. And then when we find out what the real lyrics are, we're like, that can't be it.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be it.
Well, last summer, my brother-in-law was here. We're talking about Bee Gees, and that one song, "What are you doing on your back?" or "What are you doing laying on your back at night?" or whatever. And that's what the lyric is. And he had to keep rewinding, keep hearing the song over. He says, "I think they are saying that," instead of looking it up on the phone. Carry on.
I remember when "You're the Cat," the Al Stewart song came out, and my friend used to think they would say, "He comes strolling through the crowd like Beef Tolare," and I'm like, "What's Beef Tolare?" I'm like, "It's Peter Lorre." Morning of a Bogart movie. Oh,
but that's not a thing. Hey,
hey!
Welcome, Mike Nagan, to the show.
That's not a thing anymore. Because even as recently as the new Bay Once song, like if you don't like it, you shouldn't stick your finger in it. You know that one?
I was gonna say the man's fucking drinking from a syrup jug there. What the hell's going on?
It's pretty good. It's because he's sweet.
First of all, before we get to the syrup, I just want to. I heard you guys.
What is it? What is it?
I heard you effing guys. Syrup.
Okay, because I thought you said syrup.
Swig. Let's take a swig for the masses.
I like the cement palm. I thought you were saying syrup.
I had to give up on. I had to give up on my webcam. I had to.
Is this? I understand. Is this like 5 easy ways to diabetes? You just drink strawberry syrup like straight
from the tap.
You should get it by Wednesday. Yeah.
Mike Pellerito sent it to me. I had to take a sip. Hey,
yeah.
I heard you, mother effers.
And I heard you the first time. We don't care. We're just moving on.
I want to hear.
No. And just for the record, I wasn't the guy that left and everyone forgot. I was the Justin Timberlake. I left you losers behind to become rich and famous.
Yeah, sure. All right. In your mind, God bless you.
I want to be the guy that goes to space. What's his name? Or was he in the Backstreet Boys?
Captain Kirk.
That would be Lance Bass.
I was going to say, I believe that's Lance Bass. That's right.
I want to be called Lance Bass Baltazar.
Can I ask an important question? How come Mike isn't blinding us with his lights? What's up with that?
Yeah, where's the lights?
Blinded by the light.
Yeah, what's that? What's the next line today?
Wrapped up like a deuce, another roller in the night.
Man for Man changed it.
Like two? Like a deuce like
yes,
two?
Yes, even though when Manfred Mann would sing it, it sounded like it was saying douche.
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was.
Say it again, Mike. I didn't hear you.
He did say it sounded like it was a douche.
It did sound like a douche, but
and remember the song now.
Go ahead.
So does Johnny, but that's
yeah. I am wrapped up like a douche. Go ahead now. What?
That little ass song, "Little Early Burly Came, I Ain't a Scurly Whirly." Now, what was that? Because
we will look up the lyrics as we're
because when I was in second grade or first grade, that's what the kids would sing to me, and it would drive me nuts because I had curly hair. And they would walk up to me, "Little Early Burly Came, I Ain't a Scurly Whirly," and they'd run away. And then they got a new guy. They'd send another guy.
New guy.
Really? Yeah. That's what that's traumatizing. They would call me SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
Yeah. Franco-American? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thanks for that. You got curly hair. Oh.
They would call me Arthur Treachers, too.
They made fun of the way I ran him. They would call me spaghetti legs.
Mm.
So, traumatizing.
I like it. We're gonna like
it. You know what I learned?
Yeah.
I learned from Mr. Baltazar today that shower water is refreshing to drink.
In the morning, it wakes you up. The water goes in your body because it's already warm, and it acclimates itself easier into your body system.
Sure it does.
Instead of drinking cold. When you drink cold water, your body gets shocked first.
Yeah,
it doesn't know what to do. When you drink hot water, and you could burn it up as you're showering the pits, scrubbing the boys, stuff like that. And
I disagree. Point of order.
No, it's good. It's good, especially in a convention, before a convention in the hotel room shower. That's how you recover. It's true. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
Point of order, because if you're drinking warm water, it's like okay, slowly wake up. But if you drink cold water, it's like wake the fuck up. So you're up.
Your body's like, oh, what are you doing?
Are we cursing tonight? Because it seems like everyone's cursing.
No, nobody cursed.
No, I heard Johnny curse.
I already cursed.
I just did it because it was funny. So
I'm wrapped up like a douche. So
if the Band-Aid is off, just let me know. I like the F word as much as the next guy.
I've got blinded by the light lyrics up here.
Fun word.
I was wrong. It's not a roller in the night. It is a revved up like a deuce. Another runner in the night.
Yeah.
And then you wanted the curly whirly part.
Yeah, anus curly whirly.
Right. So it's first of all, let's go.
The Manfred Mann version is different, right?
Some silicone sister with the manager, Mister, told me I got what it takes. She said, "I'll turn you on, Sonny, to something strong. Play the song with the funky break."
Ooh.
And Go-Kart Mozart was checking out the weather chart to see if it was safe outside. And little Early Pearly came by in his curly whirly and asked me if I needed a ride.
Oh, so what's a curly whirly? Was that his drive, his ride?
I imagine it's his car.
When they said, "Yo, Jim, that's a bad curly whirly." Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Woo.
Say,
It's a,
woo!
I believe it's a hoptocopter.
Well, that's why, and we'll talk about Lois or Superman and Lois.
Oh, I didn't see episode 2. Are you going to spoil this for me?
No, I
We
didn't see
don't
it.
have to spoil. We can talk about it in general.
We can
Did
talk
you-
about the first one.
Yeah, I was going to say I assumed it just in case any of you guys hadn't seen the second one, we can just keep it to the first one. That's
I
fine.
haven't seen it yet.
I don't have a
Not
problem.
the first one.
Probably watch it tonight.
I'm
It's
never
good.
gonna watch it.
But obviously, in the first episode, attaboy.
I'm not gonna watch that.
And now you got to go into a story about watching something completely off target.
I watched.
I saw the
Seacrest.
Nutcracker once.
You gotta watch Seacrest to wash it out if you watch something bad.
Yeah,
right?
you do before you go to bed. Seacrest. He's hard to find now. Now it's like Kardashians are easier to find.
He's on
That's
real
very
late.
true.
He's on real late at night at like 9 a.m.
Seacrest out.
Yeah, right before I go to bed, he comes on. Yeah,
No, I
he used to
understand.
be on everywhere.
Yeah, later, Wayne.
Ghost stories.
Yeah, we're
Ghost
gonna get to it
stories,
later tonight.
Later on,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sing along. Ah, he's here. Everybody stand back. Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the business.
Oh yeah! Yay!
Ghost
Oh, yeah,
story.
Scooter Pie.
I got a real ghost story, but I'm gonna save it for the end.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Save it for the pod.
Gang's all here. We're all back together.
So
I got
yeah,
another one I experienced.
I'm the Timberlake.
You're the other Mike.
I'm the Timberlake. even though Skoke looks more like Timberlake than all of us, but still.
He is. I thought that was him.
why do you think
I'm
I
yelling
don't say
timber.
Skoke looks like Timberland.
anything? I'm Joey Fat One. What
He
now?
looks-
Joey Fat One.
Isn't he the host of stuff? I saw that guy on the Incredible Impractical guys.
Yeah,
Those guys. He was
Practical
on there.
Jokers or whatever.
Yeah, he was on there selling hot dogs with them.
So Zeppo and Gummo, Kilpatrick and the older guy. Why don't they have gigs?
They don't need him.
'Cause they
I don't know.
suck.
I don't know. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
I mean, are they in a
JT
club with?
carried them.
Are they in? Well, yeah. Are they in a club with like Andrew Ridgway from Wham and like I said, Jazzy Jeff, who's not making air fresheners anymore?
Oh.
So
Yeah, I think the
Don't
guy
talk-
introducing him is
Yo,
the other guy.
Jeff.
The other guy who gave up the Ryan Seacrest job, the one that he got by himself.
Now who's
On
taking
American
over
Idol.
for who's took over for Ryan Seacrest?
Regis?
He's
I'm
he took
dead.
over.
I'm out of control.
There it is, Jazzy Jeff.
There it is.
Like Ryan Seacrest used to be
Who
all
sent
over the
that?
place.
Wait a minute. Who sent that to you?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
no.
Did we talk about
I
that yet?
can't
I
host
don't know.
anymore.
I
I'm
don't think we
dead.
talked about it.
Anyway,
What's that on your hat?
I
Artie?
missed you guys.
It's a Schaumburg Boomer logo.
Oh,
It's
that's what I was gonna guess.
it's an eagle or some kind of hawk or something.
Don't forget, seniors, your Toledo Mudhens will be playing the Schaumburg
Yeah.
Boomers later this summer.
No,
But I got-
Mudhens are canceled.
No.
The season is canceled.
Yeah, at least the opening day is postponed, and it's not a good sign again that they're gonna have a season.
I
They
bet they'll
open-
come back. I bet it'll,
They canceled
they-
last year.
San Diego's canceled.
Well, of course
Yeah,
they
San
canceled
Diego
last year. Yeah, I saw. Well, although did you see?
Sometime in
Beyond-
November.
Right. So
Isn't that
do we
Comic
know-
Fest
do we
that
know-
they normally do anyway?
I'm not
sorry,
going
say it
there.
again.
Isn't that Comic Fest that they normally do anyway?
To hell with them.
I don't know.
Ah,
Mike, have they? Have
I'm
they
not going there. I'm not
has
going.
has Reed made any decisions about New York?
I'm not gonna see that.
it's
Everything's pending.
It's all fluid. We are planning to plan.
No, I understand, and I mean even the optimistic, even and again, even with the current news, I think C2E2 in December is still optimistic, and we'll see. But whatever.
C2E2 in November is Optimus Prime.
Scoot
Yes.
is
It
Farcon.
also
Optimistic,
depends
Brad.
on-
Yeah,
it
I was
also
gonna say.
depends on where you are. Like in Miami, you could have a show tomorrow in Miami.
Well, in
Yeah.
Texas, and in Texas next week you could have a show. Go on.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to have a show, a New York show, because that's when I stay in a hotel room with Artie and Skoke and
Yeah.
I share a bed.
Those
Yeah,
are
we have-
pillows.
We have stories.
Yeah.
TMI.
Yeah.
Been far too long. I miss you.
I don't
Scoot.
understand why you guys share a bed because Skoke is obviously very comfortable in a closet. Just let him
And-
sleep in the
and
closet next time.
Yeah, the weird part is we have 3 beds in there, and we still share one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Artie puts all his money on the other bed.
Yeah.
I
We
sleep,
unload.
I sleep really well in that bed. I mean, I'm out. I don't
Yeah.
even know you're there.
I know. Half the time you guys wake up spooning.
Well, he's warm on both sides. He's
Those
not
aren't
in the
pillows.
middle.
Is now Artie and I know when we share a room, it's got to be like 65 degrees or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is it all right? Style 13. All right, very good.
Yeah.
It is. It is close to that. It's somewhere hovering between 40 and 65.
No sulfur biscuits. You guys know how to respect the room.
No, we don't. No, we don't do
No,
that.
we're pretty clean, and the blankets are real thick.
Yeah.
So you stay warm.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But,
why you do that so that you can really hunker down and have a nice, comfortable sleep with nice, heavy, blankets and such.
Well,
Hard
I
to
go
remember.
down to the lobby and I asked the lobby ladies downstairs, and I said, "Can we have extra blankets? Because the guys are sharing beds and we don't want our butts to touch." And she went, "Oh, I understand." So she gives each a set. Yeah, for every bed, we each have a set of blankets.
Scoot, I never asked you when we shared a bed at C2E2.
Oh yeah, that huge bed. That
Yes,
monster bed.
which was great because then there was plenty of room. But really, did my snoring keep you up? You could be honest.
No,
Okay.
it didn't.
Johnny,
Thank
was it,
God.
Skoke said you're so tired at these shows that you just it's like having a cold or something. You just fall right asleep. Yeah.
Johnny,
Yeah,
didn't you tell me when you shared with Scoot that you rolled over and in the morning
He was dead.
couldn't find him?
I was a
He was
pancake.
gone.
He was just completely flat, like you see in a cartoon, like Wile E. Coyote. Yes.
I
He
slept
was gone,
great
and you
that
get
night.
up out of bed and Scoot is on your back like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I had to peel him off.
So that's what that text was. "Hey, Artie, do you know CPR?" And then I'm like,
Artie,
"What?" And then a few seconds later, "No,
Yeah.
forget it. I got him. He's okay."
Can't
Like,
breathe.
what? That's what that was?
Totally.
Artie, we
I
stayed
know, I
at that real old hotel in Cincinnati last time. Remember that? It was real old. It was like
Oh,
a haunted
yeah.
mansion. Remember that?
Yeah, and they gave us the different rooms. They gave Shite and Alejandro,
Yeah.
my famous cartoonist room. So they had the suite, but then we ended up having a party there. So I'm glad because it smelled like pizza and garbage. So we
And
left
pee. So,
And
Yeah, it was-
pee.
pee and hair. Yeah. So we
And hair.
so we went back to our nice fresh old hotel room.
What
That
kind
was
of
good.
pizza you guys ordering? Pea and hair. Ugh.
Domino's.
No, the hair comes after.
Hold the urine, please, on that pizza.
It was Domino's.
Okay, I guess.
It smelled
Who's
like,
shaving after eating pizza and beer?
it smells like a Sasquatch musk. Yeah. We
Yeah, the
found them.
scoop peel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I found a hair in my Papa John's pizza one time. It was a special curly hair. And that was the
Oh.
last time I ever ate
Ooh.
there.
Like a
Remember
curly.
when his life was falling apart and he said he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days?
Who
Remember
said
that?
that?
Papa
Yeah, Papa
John's?
John guy,
Yeah.
the guy that used to own it.
To stay
no.
in business?
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Really?
He said he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days.
I'll take 40 of them, please.
Again, love pizza, but really, if you had pizza every day, would you get sick of it? Probably.
No, I had
Probably.
pizza every day for a long time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you grew up. I mean, I grew up in the same setting with my dad's pizzeria. We had a pizzeria. How you doing?
Pizza.
Did you? I didn't know your
Pizzeria?
They already, in Chicago, at Irving Park Road and Austin,
Yeah.
there's a Giordano's there.
Yeah.
And Giordano's, they moved to the corner, but when they first bought my dad out, they occupied my dad's building.
Wow.
And yeah, he sold out to Giordano's and stuff in 1980,
I always
40
imagine.
years ago.
I always imagine your
41.
dad's restaurant being like Miller's Pub. That's what I always imagine.
Inside it was very much like Miller's Pub.
Oh, that's
Ain't
cool.
got no
But,
lemon pepper soup, I'll tell you that much.
And much like your mural on your wall, Arthur,
Mhm.
my father had a mural on the bar wall, and it was sci-fi 50s, like planets and spaceships and astronauts, and it was painted in fluorescent colors, so it glowed in the dark. Like
Oh,
the
cool.
lights were always off. There was like that kind of blue light, but it was like purple, and
Yeah.
it was, like a fluorescent light and everything in over the bar. So it always looked like very very dark, spooky bar, which is
Nice.
perfect because the bar would open at like 11 in the morning. The drunks would show up, and
Sure.
I was just telling a friend, Bozo Circus,
Mhm.
in the middle of, as Artie knows, and I don't know if Skoke would know or not, but in the middle of the show, they used to play a game called the Grand Prize Game.
Yeah.
And it was like a game you would have at a frat house where it was little buckets and ping pong balls, and you had to like shoot baskets with the
Beer
ping
pong.
pong balls.
You could win
Yeah.
a bike.
Yes, the grand prize was they would put a silver dollar in bucket number 6, the last bucket, every day. So sometimes it would be like $30 or $40, and you won that, and you won all the prizes. Like each bucket represented a different prize. So you get all the prizes, you get whatever money was in there, and you get a brand new Schwinn bicycle.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And my dad and the boozers at my dad's place, I won't call them alcoholics. I'm sure some of them were, but we'll call them boozers.
Boozer's good.
Carlos Boozer.
And it happened at blue-collar bars all across Chicago. All these workers that would sit at the bar at noon for lunch, they'd all be gambling on the kids to see how many.
Oh, really? That's.
I don't know. That kid looks
The
slow.
original draft king.
Number 2. You know.
I bet he gets in the 4th bucket and then he loses. Yeah.
It's like the original DraftKings, Johnny.
Exactly. Illegal gambling happening.
That's cool. I wish I was an old guy then.
Speaking of murals on the wall, did you guys see there's pictures of it online. There was a Chinese restaurant that went out of business, so a Mexican restaurant took over, but they had a big mural of pandas in the countryside. So the Mexican restaurant came in and instead of changing the mural, they just painted sombreros on all the pandas.
Yeah, it's easier. Good.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's good.
That's like remember the classic. Oh God, I can't even remember what they're called in Italy when that one Madonna painting from the 1400s. They paid an artist to restore it. And he, I mean, it was like a totally smushed face. It looked like a recessed monkey instead of the Virgin Mary.
Oh.
I got to find a picture of that and we'll show it. It is so funny if you guys don't remember it.
Yeah,
It's
bad art restorations. Yeah.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, you want to make some good money? Go to art college, but then be an art restorer. They make good paying wages.
Did they really?
Yeah, because you can't screw up like that guy did with the face. So yeah.
Italian fresco ruined.
I like
Yes. Okay. I'm looking for a good. Okay, here's.
Johnny found it, I think.
That's a very George McFly laugh.
Wow.
That's very
right.
Jerry Leto.
It's going to be a picture of a Madonna with a monkey face smoking a joint.
You're gonna die. I know.
Is that what it is?
Oh no. Hang on. Oh my God, so damn funny. Okay, where is it? There it is.
If you're just joining us, this is the Oh Yeah podcast.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Look on the left. Whoops. Look on the right.
He didn't even need to, why did he touch the face at all?
Isn't that
He didn't need
sad?
to.
Isn't that sad?
Just needed some hair.
What is it from?
It looks good.
Kill me.
Separate photographs of Esse Homo. How you know
Essay homo.
Exactly. A 19th century Spanish fresco has been ruined after a Good Samaritan attempted a do-it-yourself restoration of the artwork.
It looks good.
Yeah,
like
good
it.
enough.
She tried her best. Come
It's
on.
like Earth 2 Jesus.
Oh
You know?
my God.
You guys are harsh. Come
There you
on.
go.
She tried
Come
her
on.
best.
It looks
Yeah,
a little like Andre the Giant.
It does a little bit.
A little bit. Hey, did anyone see Young Rock?
No,
Yeah.
Oh no, heard it was good.
Yeah,
I'm never
It
gonna
is
watch
good. It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny. I was visiting Chucky this weekend. Say it.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. Actually, the correct answer is wow.
You can eat those Doritos.
Yeah, he literally.
Oh, there they are for Chucky.
Doritos?
Chucky coming over.
He no.
Why are we watching a rock when we could go outside and watch a rock?
Yeah, he's like, you want to see The Rock? And I'm like, what? And he goes, The Rock's new sitcom, Young Rock. I'm like, yeah, I do want to see The Rock. So we watched. It was cool. The guy that plays Andre the Giant is everyone who plays the various wrestlers of the 70s. Hilarious.
It's funny, yeah.
And also, speaking of that, and I wanted to talk about this in general.
Yes.
I last night on Word Balloon, I interviewed this filmmaker. His name is Steve Dubrow, Debro.
Dubrow.
Dubrow.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Okay, now that we got that out of our
Brother of the Brat.
Wait, one more.
That's not the important.
Bro.
Thank you.
There's a new show on NBC called Debris.
He just made a movie about the history of the Olympic Auditorium in LA, which was a big venue starting in the 20s all the way to the early 90s. It started with boxing and wrestling, And then by the 80s, it became the East LA punk rock scene. And bands like X, who did Wild Thing for like the movies like Major League and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they played there. Los Lobos played there. It was a very big East LA Latin community cultural place, both for all things boxing, wrestling. Also, I forgot to mention in the 70s they had roller derby there. And Artie, you remember the LA Thunderbirds?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah.
Was that a roller team, right?
Roller derby, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only team from the roller derby
from Chicago
field that I remember.
Well, no. Well, it's funny. You're right, Franco, and Roddy. You're right. We in Chicago would get the LA broadcast because I was on with my buddy Mike from Ringside Seat, and then my favorite host at Turner Classic Movies, the great Eddie Muller, who does Noir Alley, and he's a boxing historian, he's a film historian, general pop culture historian, and we were talking, and he said, John, it was probably the Chicago team playing the LA Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds in that case, kind of like wrestling, because you remember Artie, and maybe the rest of you do with roller derby, very much like wrestling. You had good guys, you had bad guys, the whole thing. I remember there was a giant woman on the LA Thunderbirds that had 3 numbers. She had 747
cool.
her number. So anyway,
that's funny.
Coming in for a landing.
Exactly. So we were talking, and he's like, "Oh, they must have been the bad guys to your Chicago team." I'm like, "No, man. All we got were LA Thunderbird matches." So, and I'm like, I'm reasonably certain they were syndicated to other cities. And Mike was living in Florida then. He's like, "No, that's what we got too." That's what she said. But anyway, it's an amazing documentary. It's just starting to hit the festival circuit. They interviewed Roddy Piper before he passed away. They interviewed Dick Enberg, the NBC sports anchor, because he got his broadcasting start there. And that was Roddy's territory, was LA before he got in the WWF. And guys from the 70s like Bobo Brazil and Jimmy Supervised Snuka. And Andre the Giant would come, but he wasn't based in LA, but he would come to those cities and stuff and be the bad guy and beat up on guys. Fantastic documentary. Amazing.
That's cool.
Amazing.
I used to know a few roller derby girls in Chicago.
You knew roller derby women?
Yeah, in Chicago, probably in the early 90s, 2000.
Sure. Yeah, when it came back.
A couple of them, yeah. They're good, strong, sturdy ladies. They always had the elbow pads.
Good thighs, real thick.
Real thick and tough, yeah. I liked it. It was good. They all had tattoos and piercings.
I can appreciate that. I can respect that.
Johnny Fabulous Moolah, was she in the documentary?
She's not in the documentary, unfortunately, but it's a cool, very powerful woman story because Eileen Eaton was the business manager of the Olympic in the early 40s, and she ended up buying the place from the original owners, and she ran the place from the 40s until the 80s when she passed away, and truly the biggest promoter in boxing and the toughest lady to negotiate with boxing. Even Don King and Bob Arum would not treat her rudely, and couldn't put anything over her because she was more experienced than they were, and she wouldn't take a bad deal. So she was always a very tough negotiator. But man, I'll tell you, I mean, really, from the 40s through the 70s, amazing fight. She was a great promoter, and they had battles. And Mamie Van Doren, the blonde, kind of Marilyn Monroe era, another one of those blonde bombshells and stuff. She's still around. She's 90, and she still, by the way, publishes nude pictures of herself, which is pretty hilarious. But, hey, if I were 80 years old and Mamie Van Doren said hi, I'd be excited. I won't deny that.
We could get her on a show, probably.
No,
we could get a cameo. Let's get a cameo.
You get an OnlyFans.
God, no kidding. Yeah, OnlyFans. Yes. Isn't that crazy? Let's talk about that in a minute.
How about Gina Lola Bridget?
All these amazing people, and thank God they got Roddy Piper and Dick Enberg before they passed away. But amazing stories about boxing, wrestling, roller derby, and music because they had, like I said, the guy from X in the documentary. Can't recommend it enough. It's called 18 and Grand, the Olympic Auditorium story, and I'm sure they'll be back. He'll be back on Word Balloon, DeBro, the filmmaker. But it was great, unbelievable stuff. Now let's talk about OnlyFans because that's the new social media platform where you.
Do I need to be on it?
Well, it depends what you're looking for.
It depends on what you want to show.
Is it like Cameo?
No.
Well, if it helps me sell stuff, yeah, I want to be on
Naked
it.
stuff. You can see.
Should I look it
boobies
up?
and stuff.
Do I
I'm gonna
want
look it
to
up.
see your butt on for
From what I
$5 more?
I don't want to know this.
Exactly.
From what I understand, people get on OnlyFans and they give people
Oh,
who
I'm
pay,
looking it up. Oh my god.
access to pictures of them or videos of them that range from pinup-esque to full-blown pornography.
Full blown. He's full blown.
You know
So,
what?
yeah.
I'm looking at this right now, and I think I want to be on it.
Is that everybody? Whoever's on there.
Is Jamie Farr on there?
Jamie Farr on there?
Hey!
You can look at it. Look at his little hole.
He pulls out
Check
that
it out.
comic book he's got.
Incidentally, I've got arm hair in other places of my body, and for $10 more a month, you can see him.
Oh, I'm a big OnlyFans fan.
I got to.
I don't want to be.
I have to send it to myself to have us put it up. Did you guys watch? Have you watched? I think it's called Paging Dr. Zaius, and it's Dana Gould's new show. And I think you all know this because I'm sure we've talked about it. Dana Gould owns a real Planet of the Apes,
Yeah.
Heston era suit, and he got the guy from Walking Dead, the makeup guy, to make him a new Dr. Zaius head. And he looks just like Maurice Evans. You would think it was Maurice Evans. And he plays, but instead of playing him angry, he plays Dr. Zaius like he's an old Hollywood guy from like the 60s and 70s. And he's like, I remember being at Hef's Grotto with Jimmy Kahn and Tony Randall, and we were swapping stories, and all of a sudden, Gina Lollobrigida walks in wearing nothing.
Gina Lollobrigida.
Exactly. That's why I use the name.
Mm-hmm. I would do Zaius as Sammy Davis. Hey man, how's it going, man? Where are these humans, man?
And really,
I know I'm interrupting, but speaking of Sammy Davis, there was a recent interview with Howard Stern and Arsenio Hall, and he tells a great story about Sammy Davis Jr.
Arsenio does?
Yeah.
He tells about
Howard didn't have it.
some pimply faced kid knocked him down in Atlantic City.
Yeah, he told that story. Yep.
I know he did.
Oh yeah, I heard
Hey
that.
man, you're crushing my velvet suit.
Hey man.
Ka-chow, ka-chow.
Mhm.
Listen, can you find my eye? No, I'm not.
Oh, that's terrible.
It doesn't come out, does it?
Sorry.
Sure it
For
do.
$9.99 a month, you could see me without my eye on OnlyFans.
Scoot caught the Mike Nagan syndrome. Where'd he go?
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
He's got babies.
He didn't. Yeah, he probably had to attend to children,
Still
wrangle children.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this OnlyFans thing. Yes, I only discovered it this week. That was interesting.
So it's not like
And he's
Cameo.
only spent $2,000.
Exactly.
I have an
I don't
account.
see shit. Sorry, I'm
Silk
swearing.
is real quiet. I think he's already got an OnlyFans account because he's in the closet there. What are you
He's
doing
observing the fun.
This is a good setting for it. I mean, look at my lighting. My lighting is perfect for.
Good.
Yeah, you look good.
It is
clothing
totally
removal.
old.
there? I feel like I need
Yeah,
more
can you
lighting
just-
because I feel.
Can you just picture it? I mean, just yeah.
You have the
I won't.
perfect shadow underneath your chin.
I got
You
this.
know, you got the head.
You got the
Your face looks
definition.
good.
You got the
Yeah.
head, he said.
Got a good
You got the head.
Got a good head.
I got Christmas lights in here running all around the inside. You can't see
Nice.
them, but they're there. Mostly for me just to look at.
I like
Good
that.
head.
That's like a good observation
head.
art for people. Look at this guy. Yeah, look at his head.
He's got a good
He's
head.
got a
His head
head.
look-
Yeah.
It's framed nicely.
Big Head Jim.
Big Head Jim, yeah, it's my friend. We hung out with
Right.
Jurassic Ernie, Big Head Jim.
Jurassic Ernie. Good names.
They earned them and lived them.
You could see Big Head Jim on OnlyFans, $9.99 a month.
Is he on there? All of it. You can see why we call him Big Head Jim.
How's that,
Exactly.
Silk? How do I look?
You look good.
You look like a ghost. Hey,
You look
speaking
real
of
creepy.
ghosts,
That's more light.
ghost story.
Ghost Dad.
How about now?
You see.
That's good. That's good. More
Should I go
light is better.
underneath? Should I go underneath? I feel like I should go.
Oh, now that's
For
spooky.
ghost stories, yeah, exactly.
Hey, if you
No,
want to go,
no, this is
underneath
just
the
regular
photo,
lighting.
What do you? Franco is Manson, one night only. He was giving us crazy eyes. Knock off the Manson lamps.
Me and Skoke and Artie have to do it, and we'll recreate the Queen album cover.
Crazy eyes.
What?
We could.
For Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes,
Look
yes.
at him.
I see the little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Scaramouche. Wait, there's a
wrap up
He's
like
got-
Scrooge. Whatever.
Scaramouche.
I thought they were saying he's got a
Nobody knows the words of
mustache.
that song.
That's not
He's got a
true.
mustache.
Nobody knows the words.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Yeah.
Galileo.
Exactly. There you go. Very good.
Yeah, but what does he say next?
Let me go. Oh, man.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, English is a second language. When did you get off the boat exactly, Einstein? What happened there?
Oh, that's racist.
That's racist.
Wow,
I think,
Einstein
yeah.
wasn't born
Einstein
in
is
America.
racist? Okay.
Yeah.
He was not born
No,
in
the
America.
boat part.
He was an
The boat
immigrant.
part.
Yeah, I'm not racist. I'm just anti-immigrant. That's all. Get the hell out of my country.
I just don't like those
Ah.
people.
Wow.
Ah.
Are you kidding? My grandfather is your classic, literally coming to Ellis Island story. Worked on the railroads in Texas before settling in Chicago.
Wow.
You can see him on My Only Fan.
Walked uphill both ways.
Exactly.
You can see him on My Only Fans.
No, but exactly. You can see my grandfather's withered sack on OnlyFans.
MyOnlyFan.com.
Witheredsack.com.
What are you drinking, Mike?
Strawberry
Oh,
syrup.
jeez.
Strawberry syrup in a bottle. The great taste of
You're just drinking it right out of there.
Right out of my mouth. Strawberry syrup.
It's pretty
It's not
good.
too
Real
thick.
good. Oh
Yeah.
no! Once you get it going, I could do this on OnlyFans for $9.99 a month. Somebody will buy it.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Well, the pancake's just getting away, you know? Because
Too many
that's what
carbs
makes
in
the
the pancake.
pancake. Yeah, that's what makes the pancake taste good, you know?
Burp. Yes.
So why just skip the pancake? Just go right for the good.
Do you guys remember on King of the Hill? Peggy, the wife, has giant feet, and
Yeah.
there's a foot fetish guy that convinces her that he wants to take photos of her feet because they're beautiful, but really he's a foot fetish guy. And there's a website called Peggy's Feet. She's pushing her toes in mud, or they put garbage on her feet or whatever. And they actually created a real website, and you could go to, I don't know if it's still there or not, Peggy'sFeet.com, and see those pictures from King of the Hill. It was pretty funny.
$9.99 a month.
Exactly.
That's how they got the idea for OnlyFans, right there.
Probably.
That big curly G's on there.
Wise guy. You don't sound anything like it.
He looks
There's a
like
lot of-
he looks like the porn version of Curly.
He looks like the
Should
other.
Tell
the
me
other
they're not.
curly.
There has
Hey,
to
Mo,
be.
slap me real hard.
There has to be a Triple X Three Stooges parody, just like everything else. There has to be.
Oh, yeah. Look it up. It's got to be there.
I know all the superhero movies. They certainly did their Triple X versions, and of course, you go to San Diego and you'd see Triple X Supergirl just walking around and stuff.
Yeah, and it's really a guy.
Well, that guy I remember as well. Gigantic Supergirl. That was a man. It's a man, baby.
I like
yeah.
the giant fat hairy guy dressed like Wonder Woman. That was cool too.
Yep. Hi, Nerdette. Good to see you.
He had a beard and everything. All right, Nerdette.
There's a guy that's just like a regular guy that just wears a Superman cape everywhere and just walks around all the time.
Yeah.
I know that guy as well. I told you.
Regular guy. I'm making a regular guy series of Migos. You gotta be sorry, sir. I am. I'm working on my Jungle Chief now. There's 10.
Artie,
10 of them. Yeah.
we now have another addition to the comic creators as custom action figure people. We got you.
Yeah,
we
me.
got my buddy Ibrahim Mustafa from Portland.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And from Texas,
Franco.
co-creator of The Boys, Derek Robertson, everybody.
He makes customs too.
Wow.
All three of these guys. That's cool, man.
Was
Do they
our-
make Migos or regular action figures or Migos?
Well, I think Derek makes all different sizes because he was showing me a custom 12-inch Han Solo he made,
Oh, cool.
and he did something else with an Indiana Jones statue that was Harrison Ford related. But he was showing me tons of stuff that he made, and it was literally like, "Oh, you're kidding! Wow, I do that." And he's like, "Here's one."
Yeah,
Here's
that's
one.
cool.
And I'm like, "That's fantastic." He's like, "I'd show more, but my shelves would collapse if I pull the wrong thing down." I'm like, "No." But I told him, I said, when we have live events again, we got to get you, Artie, and Ibrahim on a panel with like Marty Abrams, the Migos.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'm going to show you I just made this guy. He's my fabulous Power Man. My fabulous Luke Cage. He's not finished. I still have to add a belt. Here he is.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, baby.
Look at his boots. I got to
Nice.
put a belt on him and some bracelets.
You got to get some tighter pants on there too.
So,
Yeah, I like
so
him.
was it a Luke Cage face and body, or like
Yeah, somebody
There is no Luke
molded
Cage
the head
though.
from. The head comes from either a Bowen statue or Marvel Legends, and the body I just got is a Mego body with no rubber
Right.
bands, and the pants I just got all these parts from Mego Meat. Like somebody made it.
Where'd you get the pants?
Somebody made these pants, and I bought them. And I don't know where the jacket comes from, but the jacket feels like almost like paper. Like you can hear the.
Yeah, I can hear the crinkling.
So what made you go with Disco Luke Cage instead of regular Luke Cage?
I had a blue and yellow one, but everybody who makes this guy makes the blue and yellow. So I had this disco shirt, and I thought he looked cool.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Saturday Night Luke Cage, absolutely.
Yeah, I need to maybe get some silver boots or something, but the boots look okay.
I think the boots look fine.
But I'm making a fabulous Iron Fist too.
Do it in the butt.
I like when my action figures are a bit fabulous, and sometimes they make other comic book fans uncomfortable.
Exactly.
They're like, why did you do that? I'm like, what? Don't you like it? Oh no, it looks good. So that's what always happens. Yeah. So I have a fabulous Dr. Fate too, and he's got like a sequence cape, and he has a glittery purple suit. But he's way over there. I can't get to him right now.
You can start an OnlyFans and take all these figures and then just pour strawberry syrup all over them.
Ooh, yeah. And the other thing I'm starting to do is take female characters and gender bend them and make them into males to, again, make people uncomfortable. But what I like it, no, that's not the reason. But the reason why is because there's more head choices and costume choices for the male figures rather than the female. So I just made a Rogue, and I'm working on Storm, which I'm using a Muhammad Ali body and head for Storm. So I think it'll be pretty cool. He's looking a lot like
I just want to tear you apart.
Well, they're not trans, but they are gender bent. They're the same character, but the male version. And he's looking a lot like Black Lightning because of the black suit with the yellow lightning bolts. So, but I do have that. Yeah. Will your Luke have a fabulous disco ball? I should put a disco ball for his belt buckle, maybe. But I need to find him.
Yeah, have him go to the club with Absorbing Man. Doesn't he carry around a big wrecking ball?
Absorbing Man.
Speaking of disco balls, I was texting somebody, and I was talk texting into my phone, and I'm like, "Hey, Ed Cato, you ought to talk to Shelley Bond. She went to Ithaca College. She's an alumnus." And Siri read that as Alarm Nuts. Ooh. And I thought that would be a really good name for a firefighter.
Nuts. Alarm Nuts. Or a bag of peanuts.
On OnlyFans.
Paulie's a pretty good name.
A chili pepper bag of peanuts, Alarm Nuts. Here's another custom one of my friends made of Silver Surfer that's never been, he's never been a meat.
It looks just like Namor. That's Silver Surfer.
I meant Submariner. But I got confused. But this is never been Amigo, and look, he put the wings on his feet.
Yeah,
he's cool. Yeah, but he painted the head real cool.
Totally racist.
It's racist. Yeah, I was working on this guy, but then he made a better one, so I just bought his. But now look at
he's gonna go to the club with Luke Cage. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh man,
Sorry.
Don't do that.
Sorry, I didn't mean
that. You're gonna upset Namor and Luke fans like that.
I hear all the Night of the Roxbury music going on right now.
They're I remember Norton telling me that and I know we've always heard these, and I'm sure you guys have your stories of like I always tease Scoot about, hey, can you draw Mickey Mouse with a giant cock?
Oh my God!
Hey, that could be a giant. I'm sorry, a giant rooster.
There you go. He's on a farm.
Yeah. So anyway, like all these like guys, like I remember there was a gentleman who unfortunately had a lazy eye, and it's just an identifying feature that the gentleman had, and he would come around with photographs of 1950s like drum majorettes, and he would want sexy sketches of drum majorettes. But the best was Norton was telling me about a guy that wanted a Sea Devil. The girl from the Sea Devils, who I believe was Jane. I got to look it up again.
I have no idea what.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I just said Judy.
Judy.
Exactly. Yes. Hello.
Maybe Jane was Challenges of the Unknown.
And what's that?
Jane was from Challenges of the Unknown.
I didn't know there was a female challenger.
I think there was eventually.
I don't know. We'll look that up. But anyway, it might have been. Maybe that was who I'm thinking of. But
She was
anyway,
unknown.
he made her a little too sexy, and the guy's like, "What are you doing? That's Judy. Like she's a good girl. Don't draw her that sexy."
I have another guy for you.
You gave her the big bazoombas.
Exactly.
Jeez.
I think it was like an underwear shot or something. Like that.
Yeah.
This
There's
whole
another
show
one
is
for you.
getting very
Ooh,
bawdy.
Skoke, you just sounded dirty.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Dr. Zayas.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. You're right. Well, there was Karina Stark, and she was a fifth member of the team
Judy.
because it was Ace, Professor Haley, Rocky, and Red Ryan. Those are the guys I remember
I don't know
for
any of these.
challengers.
Is there a
Well,
fabulous
that's 50s. Yeah, it's pre-Fantastic Four Jack Kirby.
Art? Did you make a fabulous Jimmy the Muscle Migo yet?
I did, but I gave it to him. He has
Oh,
it. He has it in his
Thanks, dude.
collection. Yeah.
I
got
comb
a
his
few.
hair every night, dude.
I took a piece of I forgot where I got the long hair, but I made a ponytail and attached it to the back of the figure. Glued it. It was
Sure.
good.
I love
I
Jimmy
figured
the
it was a
Muscle.
horse's tail that you used. But go
I love
ahead.
Jimmy the Muscle because I post stuff like I posted a picture of the Justice League commission that I did a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, and I got a message from Jimmy the day before yesterday. It said, "Cool Justice League, dude." And I'm like,
He's getting better.
It takes him a while.
but no, he
That's-
doesn't have Facebook. He just gets it from a friend of his.
I was
when
about
he
to
sees
say,
it.
he's
Oh.
on social?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm like, Justice League. I got confused because I posted it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like,
His
I
friend-
got confused. What are you talking about?
We
His
should have
friend-
him on here sometime.
His friend prints them out and then faxes them to him.
We're gonna have to like
That's right.
post code, like literally. He'll have to like come to my house or Artie's house or something, so we can have him on camera because he couldn't figure. I'm telling you, is that either that or even on his phone, and it would be like, "Hey, dude, I don't know, dude." Like me that first time we were zooming and stuff, and there's my ceiling, there's me, I'm bobbling my phone.
Hey, how are you?
Exactly.
I remember
That's right.
when your phone fell to the ground that
Yep.
one time.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, what the hell's going on? There we go. Yeah.
Oh, he's not wearing any pants. Oh my god.
Johnny was streaming live from his pants one time. I remember
Yes.
that.
That's right.
Yeah, it was.
Free balling. Yeah, how's it going, guys? Hey, great.
The last thing you saw was Johnny look at his phone, pick up the glasses, and look at it, and whoop, turn it off.
See, that's what I'm going to do for my OnlyFans. I'm only going to live stream from my pocket. Yeah.
No, I understand.
I remember
Well,
that one stream where the last thing you saw is the taxi cab guy picking it up and said, "Oh, free phone," and clicking it off. Thanks.
I like the picture. I think you're talking about the picture of you and me, Artie, that I have for you as my avatar when I know you're calling. And we were in New York in the cab leaving New York Comic Con, and we're both like dead tired, and we're like,
It hurts.
yes, it was a totally it hurts pose, absolutely.
There's a lot of painful memories with going to conventions.
Yo, Johnny Fitz.
Then there was
Floppy
that,
pants.
that pod where you
Floppy
guys were
pants.
potting in a hotel room and Johnny was falling asleep sitting up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it.
he's asleep. I knew that.
And Art and I were just waiting. We're like just waiting. We're waiting for him to fall asleep.
I knew that if I told a long, boring story with a lot of details, I would lose him.
What's the difference?
Wow.
Oh.
Zing.
What?
No. Back to Superman and Lois. Let's general thoughts.
Love it.
Me too.
Love
It's
it.
kind of awesome.
Only saw episode 1, but I love it.
Let's
I
just
remember-
talk about
I saw the first
episode one.
They went to the first commercial break. I was watching with the boys. First commercial break, and my son said, "Wow, this is not just one episode." I go, "No." He said, "Okay, so he crash landed to Earth. He became Superman. He married Lois. They had 2 kids. He lost his job. They had to move to the country. His mom died. Now the house is going to be sold." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "All that in the first 20 minutes."
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
the
"Yeah,
and
they
the
gave it-
and the nuclear. He stopped the nuclear
that's right.
overheating.
yeah,
And that's why I looked for it, Artie, and I wanted to send it to you. And it sucks because that scene by itself is on YouTube, but
Yeah.
they cut off the
yeah.
gentlemen,
Is that man all right? Yeah.
but they cut off the yeah.
I'm sure it could be found. Yeah.
I looked really hard.
What did you?
I was dying. I was cracking up. Absolutely. That's what I immediately thought of when he was at the nuclear plant. Yeah.
We need that. That'd be funny if the guy was played by a past Superman, like put Dean Cain in there, getting carried out. Yeah,
Yeah, but he go, yeah.
Yeah.
And, the election was stolen. Back to
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No, I want to get the guy from Superman 1. Great costume, Jim. Woo! That guy,
that's a bad outfit.
That's a bad outfit.
yeah. Where's that guy? What's his name? We gotta find him. Put him on the pod.
I would pay money to get a picture of that dude.
Let's
haven't
look
you
up
guys
his
put him in the
IMDb.
comic?
Yeah, look him up. He's got to be around somewhere.
I thought it was so well done, just so well written.
Yeah.
Great characterization, great setup for everything. If you watch nothing else of this show and you just watch that, you're like, this is really good. But and I'm not spoiling here, but I just saw the second episode. Really good, just as good.
I agree. I saw the second one as well.
The
Really?
writing holds up just as good. I was expecting like a dip or decline or something because they're going to have a few shows to do. So I went in with real low expectations, but it was just so good, and oh my god, such a refreshing pace.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Was it like the first we had discussed this? The first episode had really high production value, very cinematic. Do they keep that going, or does it fall back to the rest of the CW
Nope.
vibe?
They kept it going. They kept it going. Yeah.
The first episode, I was not expecting there to be a superpowered villain that he chased through the sky and then they fought. Mm-hmm. That was real surprising. I didn't think they were going to do that. I thought he was going to lift up the card, showed his boys, and then they were just going to be at home arguing about school or whatever.
Well, here's the thing.
But that was awesome.
Yeah. If you guys tune in on Friday night, Artie and I are going to be talking about the season finale of WandaVision and the second episode of Superman and Lois, and our favorite comic books this Friday night on Catch Up and Bring Up.
That's true. Yeah. I thought WandaVision had 2 more to go.
Nope.
No. One, because they said the last 3 episodes would be an hour, but they only did one of them that was an hour. So
they lied.
Did you see the director of WandaVision said there's going to be some fans will be disappointed with the finale and some will be happy because so many people are so invested with their theories of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they've written themselves. I'm going to like it either way because it's been so well done.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care what
good.
they do.
We
but
already read
some
the
people get
comics,
so mad and so focused on the comics that they're going to be mad if it doesn't happen. Like if Professor X doesn't show up, they're going to.
Oh yeah.
Pissed.
Well, I assume they're going to do a second season. I assume.
No, they said it's.
I heard there was one and done.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I believe it. I could see that. There's that's the
there he is.
Bo Rucker is his name.
Is Bo Rucker still with us?
He is. He's 72.
Nice. Let's find him. Let's get him on.
Let's get him on.
I bet he's on Cameo.
OnlyFans.
He's on OnlyFans.
My onlybutt.com.
Whoa, that's a bad. Oh.
You want to see all of me? Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, maybe not.
I kind of do. Yeah.
Ollie's a pretty good name.
I kind of do.
What kind of ball sack you got?
You always have to do what makes a better story.
It's got a hat on it.
I like Lois. I like the way she plays. I like the way she plays Lois, but she's kind of really thin in that Laura Flynn Boyle sort of way, where she's almost too thin. But I don't mean to nitpick because again, I think she's a fantastic actress. I'll look up her name to give her props.
To me, she's a bit expressionless, a little bit.
Little wooden faced. Yes.
I thought that at first too, and I really didn't like her during the Crisis stuff when they did the crossover stuff and she was in there. I was like, oh, I can't believe they chose this as Lois. I've really liked her in these past couple of episodes.
Me too.
Yeah, I liked her.
And again, not spoiling, but she's Lois Lane in the first one. She's Lois Lane in the second episode.
Oh, absolutely!
I mean, it's great. It's really great. Like
she's not
Elizabeth Tulloch is her name.
They call her Bitsy. That's her nickname, Bitsy.
I liked her in the scene where she said, "I never met a Clark before," and he goes, "Oh, I never met a Lois," and she just walked away. That was cool. That was very Lois Lane.
Yeah, that was very Lois Lane.
Yeah, she was good, but I got to get used to her still. I think.
You're used to the one from Smallville, Artie.
Oh my God, she's awesome. Erica Durance.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big Erica Durance.
I love her. I love her.
I watch her with no volume. It's so good.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Do you guys?
What are you doing down there?
Yeah,
she's my favorite Lois, Elizabeth Durance.
Yeah,
hands
me too.
down. Even more so than Noelle Neal or Certainly.
I like Erica
You're,
Durant.
you're
you
such
know.
a big fan. You called her by the wrong name too.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
And my house is like, why is this so quiet? Dad's watching Smallville. Oh, all I hear is a chip bag,
You know, somebody asked. I talked about the first episode with Philip Kennedy Johnson, the current Superman writer, and someone is like, "Oh, did they drop all of like Martha running for Congress?" And it's like, this isn't a Smallville continuation.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, a
is
lot of
its own
people
show.
think that, yeah.
It's like you gotta let go. You gotta let go.
It's Earth 5 Superman.
Right, or what is it? Is it officially Earth 5 already?
No,
Yeah,
no,
we'll do that.
Because in the Crisis,
No, I don't know.
they
No,
named
Yeah, this
both.
is the first television show with Superman in it, so yes, it is.
Yeah.
Earth 5.
It's Earth Real.
Well, and it is, and
What?
obviously since the Crisis on the CW Arrowverse, I'm ignoring. It's all the same universe now.
Yeah, it's the Arrowverse. Definitely
Yeah.
Arrowverse. Yeah. I have to watch the rest of Arrow and Flash and all these shows. I missed them. And I only seen the crossover ones, a few episodes. I caught the one where both Supermans were fighting.
Listen, I mean, I respect all the fans of Arrow and Flash and every show.
Oh, here we go.
I wouldn't
The
say you
OnlyFans?
need. I wouldn't say you need to see them, but that's just me. They're
Wow.
great. They're fun.
They're
But
fun.
honestly, a lot of these shows, especially, I think Arrow at the end, it was like getting old, and I think Flash is kind of reaching that saturation point.
Mhm.
Frankly,
What are you, a
Wonder-
Nancy Drew fan?
yeah, I'm a big Nancy Drew fan.
Supergirl got canceled already too.
Yeah,
Not canceled. She decided to leave because she's having a baby. She wants.
Oh,
to-
is she?
She
Oh,
wants.
God
Or,
bless her.
she's having
So-
a bad or something. She
so are
wants
they
to
not
leave
going to
her
do
family.
one more season, or they've already filmed another season?
There's a half season coming up. I don't know.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't know
that's
if they're filming
cool.
or not. Yeah,
I like-
I didn't realize that's why she was leaving either.
But-
that
but-
she's pregnant.
but that show is. I don't know
Yeah.
if she's pregnant or she's leaving to raise her family or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Do
cool.
we
That's
know-
what happened to Richard Dean Anderson in Stargate. His daughter had reached a point where he wanted to be part of her life more, and working at a 12-hour TV show and stuff. Being on an episodic weekly show, he's like, I can't. He's like, I got to step down. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, I know all the fans really love what I'm doing, but
And that's when James
my kid
Spader
needs
came in, right?
not James Spader. The Ben Brower from Farscape. You're thinking of the movie, of
Farscape.
course. Or
Kurt Russell.
Wiseys.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Do
what
we
it
know?
is.
Do we know how many episodes this Superman and Lois is going to run for per
I was
season?
wondering that too. Let's find out. I bet it's only 13, but let's find out for sure.
I'm gonna go with 16.
You know what's really
You might
good
be
with
right.
The CW stuff. I'm actually a little disappointed it's ending. Black Lightning. Black Lightning is really a good
Oh,
show.
cool. I heard that was really good.
Artie, what was your guess again?
16.
15 episodes, sir.
Oh,
Nice.
Close
I
enough.
would have lost on the Price is Right. Though.
Close enough.
Over.
You know,
$1.
I'm a fan of 8 to 15 episodes. I think 15 is too much. I'm a fan of 8 to 13 episodes. I think.
I like 10, like Better Call Saul. There's 10.
I've been saying that since the mid 2000s, before 2010, and the explanation prior to streaming was, by people that worked in episodic network television. They're like, it needs to be 22 episodes to get to 100 episodes for syndication to pay for everything.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Not
No.
anymore.
Well, also, the streamers are willing to take a risk, and I don't know when their profitability kicks in with this as the bigger the budgets are to make these shows. I have no idea, and maybe they're still loss leaders. I would imagine. I know actually no. Netflix has been operating in the red for years and are still cranking out
They're losing money.
movie.
It
Yes,
doesn't make sense actually. I don't know what they're.
it doesn't make sense.
How are
Because-
they losing money?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I guess the stuff that they're making and
For tax
buying
purposes.
costs, and maybe there's that as well. But the stuff they're making and buying costs more than the money they're bringing in.
They also believe that they still operating under the model that they were the only streaming service because forever they were right. Forever for relative.
No, for a long time. Yeah,
They were the only streaming service.
Right.
So
right.
they feel like they keep creating this original content. They're going to bring everybody back. But that's
Well, and also eventually, the contracts they have for a lot of, like what happened with Friends and West Wing being on Netflix forever, and now they're on HBO Max.
right.
They are creating their own content to replace the shows that they bought the right to air, like Office and shows like that, because a lot of that stuff is being pulled back to Paramount for CBS and Peacock for NBC,
And
etc.
I'm sure that the deals they made with like things for like Daredevil and stuff like that, eventually that's going to wind up on Disney Plus. Even though
I think so too, but they did co-produce them,
right? So
I don't know.
think,
but I'm
pretty sure
right.
everything's got a backdoor exit deal that
I don't know.
will run out.
I don't know because I don't think anyone knew. When those were released, I don't think anyone knew at the time. Like, oh, we're going to create our own streaming service,
right?
And we'll need that content back.
Or maybe Disney bought out the rights to that stuff, and eventually they'll pull it back. I don't know either, man, because obviously, again, the films they rented and the TV shows, like when they had a lot of the Marvel movies there, and obviously all those are gone. And I thought I had heard, and I'll look it up, that Netflix will eventually, like, you won't be able to see Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones on Netflix anymore, but I could be wrong.
I think some of the Marvel movies are still on Netflix. So at least
and again, they might still be. Here, will Daredevil be removed from Netflix on Google?
I saw some kind of announcement that they're making a mini series Power Man and Iron Fist with the same actors for Disney Plus. That's what I saw somewhere. Yeah.
I don't know about that. Neither one of those shows really were.
Okay, see that he read that on Latino Review, I think.
Maybe, yeah, but they were good. They played the roles good, but the stories. But if they make a cool story, those guys would be good, I think.
They should do David Walker Power Man and Iron Fist. That would be great.
The most recent story about this was in Forbes, and the question was, will Marvel shows stay on Netflix? The Marvel Netflix shows will remain available on Netflix for fans to watch and rewatch to our heart's content. But obviously, all the new stuff is going to Disney Plus, obviously. So, but again, that was back in late 2018. I don't know. And they also mentioned, obviously, that Charlie Cox is going to make new Daredevil stuff for Disney. So,
yeah, he's going to be in a Spider-Man movie.
There's rumors it's going to be there, right?
Yep.
I like it a lot. It's good. I like it.
I like it. It's perfect. You know, I played The Flash once.
Did you?
What? Yeah. Why are you holding out on us?
I was the voice of the Flash from the TV program, the Grant Gustin Flash. It was for a game, a slot machine game that you play on your phone. The theme was the Flash from the show, so they needed somebody to do like a sound-alike of Grant Gustin. So I listened to him and I learned it. Like, I couldn't tell you now how it sounds, but I just remember at the time he sounded a lot like Anakin. You know, he had just one of those kind of voices, like, oh, do you know who I am? Would you like to know? You know, like, yes, master. Okay. Obi-Wan would be. You know?
That's funny.
And, I can run fast.
Another guy who sounds like a third guy who sounds like that is Ryan Phillippe.
I always want to punch him in the face with that pouty little face of his.
I like
that. It's like, you ought to be out in Andersonville right now, pal.
Did he get to make out with Buffy and Selma Blair?
Oh, and True Intentions, right?
Yeah.
He should have been Anakin, that guy.
Yeah, he has the same voice. Oh, okay, master.
That's because his giant pouty lips get in the way of his words.
Don't worry.
Like I said, I just want to punch that kid.
Our tool save us.
Him and Eddie Redmayne with his gross overbite.
Yeah. All those three guys sound alike to me.
For a while, everyone's like, Eddie Redmayne should be James Bond. I'm like, please no.
I want to buy that Ryan Phillippe kid. I want to get him an order like a number one meal at McDonald's drive-thru. For when I come home, I want to give him one. There you go. Sit down.
A little nourishment.
Yeah, I'm going to sit at my table. He's waiting for his meal. Yeah. There you go, dude.
A Big Mac.
Yeah, I want to do that for him.
I don't know, man. He bugs me. I would put him in a hockey fight so that somebody could rearrange his face, and then it's permanent, like poor Mark Hamill.
Oh,
he ain't pretty no more.
I still like him though.
You fell into that nightmare, master, and I rescued you. Remember?
Gundarks.
You have the high ground.
I'm the high ground.
Anakin!
You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Kind of was.
I slaughtered them. and the women and the children. You're soft and smooth.
What do you think about sand?
It's coarse and it guts everywhere. But not you, Padme. You're soft and smooth.
You smell good.
And you smell good. Right.
It's like David Schwimmer is Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Rachel. Hey.
I put this up on my social media the other day, but we were watching Phantom Menace. It was on TV, and there's the part where Padme says goodbye to little Jake Lloyd when they're leaving the house for the first time. So it's like, see ya, and my wife just looks and she just blurts out, "Fuck you later," and I was like, oh my gosh. No,
sweet little Yvette saying
I was
things like that.
I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, that's great.
It's not.
True.
She ain't wrong.
She's right.
She's not wrong.
And that's, again, isn't that really, what is it with the prequels and the sequels that they got these weird, awkward relationships? Like, boy, Kylo Ren, hot.
Well, the first one, too, he was kind of hot for sister.
Right.
He was hot for sister.
Well, yeah, that was the mistake, exactly.
Maybe George Lucas had a thing like that when he was younger.
Well, people say, obviously, that's proof that, trilogy BS, it's like, no, you really were kind of making it up as you went along.
Well, that proves that he was really awkward with girls all his life.
Yeah.
So he didn't know how to talk to
Why
them.
that's why we saw Padme's feet. Wait,
Padme's
feet?
what? What's wrong with their feet?
Padme's feet. No, I'm joking.
I love Kylo Ren. I said, I know
It's George Lucas, not Quentin Tarantino.
I know we have
Or
the same
King
grandfather.
Or Dan Schneider.
Who sent you? Tell us. Toxic dog.
Kylo Ren said, "I know we have the same grandfather, but we should still kiss."
You guys
Exactly.
you guys got to get ready because Hayden Christensen's going to be in the Obi-Wan series.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yes.
That's gonna be good, man.
I'm,
can't wait.
I'm 45 now, Master.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
And that real pretty lady from Game of Thrones. I forget her name.
From Han Solo, the young little.
No. She
I like her.
Game
I like
of
her.
Thrones. The older lady, Pedro Pascal. When the girl that he's with in Game of Thrones. I forget her name.
She was
Indira,
from 300.
Indira something.
The broad from Game.
No, not Lena Headley. Her I know.
Headley.
I don't
I
know.
gotta look her up.
Arcana.
I gotta look her up.
Picture. I don't know what her name is.
She was just signed to be in the Kenobi series.
Oh, cool.
I
can't wait, man. That's gonna be good.
That is going to be really good.
I just hope Disney keeps making Star Wars shows.
They will.
They don't even need to make movies. Just make the shows. Make
As
them
long as
good.
the actors don't get fired, they'll keep making them.
Yeah, they.
Indira Varma.
You gotta-
Verma.
Farmiga?
Indira Varma is her name.
Indira Varmint.
They should put Verma in the Star Wars.
Indira
movies.
Varma.
And they could fly a TIE fighter between the gap in her teeth. Farmiga.
Verma? No, be nice to her. Verma
She can
Farmiga.
whistle. She can whistle like Letterman.
Here she is.
Yeah. There she.
That
Oh,
one.
I like her. She's good.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
This is me seeing her for the first time.
I like her. I was
She's
going to
in
say
the
regarding
Kenobi
Pedro Pascal, did we say anything about Wonder Woman 84 yet?
Oh, it was gross.
Oh no.
Never
No.
gonna watch it.
Artie, you saw
Artie,
Game of Thrones,
I
didn't
don't
you?
blame you, Artie. I
Artie,
don't
you
blame
would
you at
love-
all.
I saw
Artie, you would
random
love
episodes.
Wonder Woman. You would
Really?
love it, but yeah, because everyone else doesn't like it.
Saw
I
the
thought they
first
would like it.
saw the first half hour and bailed, and have not gone back to it.
Wow.
And now it's not free on HBO Max anymore.
And that's the best part of the movie, Jenny. That for the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah,
Well, the opening is good when she's a little girl and the opening scene, and I don't want to spoil for Artie.
No, I
That's
know
worth
that.
seeing. Yeah, but that's worth seeing. It's good.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna watch
good.
it eventually, but I
But
don't know.
like
And you'll love it.
you got Kristen Wiig and you
will.
got Pedro Pascal, and I'm bored. That's not a good sign.
he was so
That's-
bad. He was so bad in that movie.
Yeah, he
So
was. And his character didn't make any sense.
The whole
They're
thing.
making
Kristen
part
Wiig.
3.
And Kristen Wiig too. It's like Patty Jenkins. You made a really good first movie. What the hell happened? I don't understand what happened.
Was
Go
Kristen
watch one
Wiig
of the
playing-
previous episodes of Catching Up, and I destroyed that film. We talk about it. It's bad.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Oh,
Was Kristen Wiig playing a funny role? Was she?
No, she was serious.
No.
with it.
yeah,
The
no,
end-
she
The end,
wasn't.
the end credit scene was good though.
It
That
was like
Linda
it-
Carter.
No, but it was like, that was cool.
So good.
It was like Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. It's the same kind of character arc where I'm so awkward and I'm so weird, and then all of a sudden something happens, and now
like the
I'm
Riddler,
cool.
like Jim Carrey Riddler too was like that.
Yeah, but not as manic as Jim Carrey was. Just like, hey, I'm cool and I'm and it's like,
and like Electro was like that. Jamie Foxx Electro was like that too.
Crap.
And it'll be like that again.
Crap.
I like that movie, Spider-Man 2 with Electro, and I liked
and Green Goblin. Was it?
Yeah, it was real silly, but I liked it, and I also like Superman 4, of course. But I like all the hurting ones. When I know they're hurting, I go in and watch
3.
Them. Oh,
no, that's the one he doesn't like.
I know. I hate that one. But I like I was okay with it make Spider-Man 2, but I knew it was hurting as
I like the movie Spider-Man 2.
It was all right.
I still haven't seen the whole movie. They
have elements that are awesome, but then there's weird stuff that is like Green Goblin bothered me because he wasn't green. He just smiled weird. And I don't know if he got pointy ears, but he gelled up his hair. That's
his ears grew.
Did they?
He looked like the kid from Fright Night. Remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
he looked like the kid from Fright Night.
Evil Ed.
Evil Ed.
It was like an evil
Brewster, you're so cool.
Exactly.
Franco, how
and
was
and the girl from that became the wife, Marcy, on Married with Children.
Right.
She's in Fright Night as well.
Oh,
Marcy Darcy.
That's a great flick.
She'd be a good Green Goblin. Well, she
wound up directing a whole bunch of Married with Children episodes.
You can see her on OnlyFans now.
Is she on there? Is she dressed like the Goblin?
What's up,
You
Scope?
can see my Goblin for $1.
I was going to ask you what you thought of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Turn up the funk.
Oh, it was pretty horrible. But I saw a completely different version than everybody else. Because when I saw it, I saw it in previews, and I forget exactly which one, but at some point they took this whole second half and made it the first half. They switched halves for some reason. So other people, like I was saying, oh, when this happened, they're like, no, that happened at the beginning. And then I realized, like, finding out and doing some research, that they like got a whole bunch of bad reviews. And then they swapped
the guy who adapted Riverdale for television and is the comic book writer, Roberto Aguirre Scarza, who did good and bad Marvel stories and also a lot of Archie comics before doing all the Archieverse Riverdale TV shows and stuff. He came in to fix the story in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, I believe. Wow. I know he is credited for writing the book for the musical when they say, the story and the dialogue and stuff. That's the book.
I could have fixed that.
Yeah.
Probably could have.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me to fix things, though.
Well, I know a creator before they got Scarza to come in, and he tried to work with Julie Taymor, who is the great Broadway director, adapted Lion King, and obviously had a massive hit with that, and she was behind the Spider-Man thing, and they presented to this writer, this comic book writer, what she wanted to do with the Spider-God and everything else. And the creator's like, there's nothing wrong with what Stan wrote back in, 1961. Would you leave it? And I really would think it's better to not put this stuff in. And in this meeting, Julie Taymor goes, no. And it's like, I think I'm done here. And like the writer is just like, I don't need to work with this person.
This conversation's over, sir.
I said good day, sir. Exactly.
I said good day. You keep your shrimp. What?
What's that from?
I don't know. It's at a restaurant.
I thought you were doing Blues Brothers at Shea Paul or something like that. Sir,
I'm not paying for this.
Sir.
I'll pay for the salad. I ate some of the salad. I'm not paying for the shrimp.
or your favorite stripper club thing. Do you want what is it? The soup or the super?
Oh yeah, the 100-year-old man.
Yeah. What's the joke? Tell the joke.
What's family game a party? The 100-year-old man, and they put him in the chair in the middle of the room, and as the lights went down, the music came on, and then a stripper came out the back and started dancing around him. She taking off her clothes, and she got all naked and sat on his lap. And then she said to him, Now I'm going to give you super sex. And he says, I'll take
Oh,
the
it's the soup.
Why would you step on his line? Why is that helpful?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I didn't step on it and said it at the same time.
No, that's not how it came out there, Heinz Ketchup. But thanks for playing.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Tell it again.
Ooh.
Yeah, would you tell it again? That's like your mom. Oh, that's all right, sweetie. Tell it again. It's like, shut up.
Tell me the one about the
Tell me,
peanuts.
Mom.
Tell me the one about the peanuts being complimentary, telling you nice things. Tell me that one. Sure.
I told you my stepmother used to make me not want to do voices because I would do like my Tyson voice is really my Lenny and Squiggy, my Squiggy voice.
Hello.
It's like, do Squiggy. I'm like, yeah, why don't you just shut the...
Ooh. And you choke your mom. Whoever
Your
that
fault
was.
I suck, Mom.
And then you video it and put it on OnlyFans.
Get off my neck.
Nice.
It's not my shoe.
I'd pay to see that.
I pay $1 to see that, exactly.
I'm never going
There's
to watch
people that,
Never gonna watch.
I read an article the other day. There's some woman who's making like $115,000 a month on OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans, sure.
That's nice.
And she just dressed up in like cosplay outfits. She doesn't do any. You don't see anything.
Does she show stuff?
No,
No, that's what he's saying.
she doesn't show anything. She
That's-
just plays like cosplay stuff. $115,000 a month, Artie.
There's
We're
a
doing
great
something wrong.
documentary
Figure out
on.
something again.
There's a great documentary on. I'm not done. It's about this subject. It's called Fake Famous, and it's about all these Instagram models and that they're making tons of money for doing nothing.
I'm not watching it.
And
Well,
it is
they have to
so.
do something.
It's they're just pretty and they hold up products and stuff, so they are doing something.
Because if you're doing nothing, something is picking up the phone and having an idea to put something. But if you're not doing it, it means you're just in bed. But even if you're in bed sleeping, you're still sleeping. You can't be doing nothing. What?
Okay.
But I just said you're doing something. But if I say I can't do nothing, that means I am doing something. So they have to be making money somehow.
Isn't there a market for fat old dudes, on the internet? Because I could make money that way.
Oh God, don't you remember Tosh.0 would show videos of like fat guys with no shirt on, like squeezing and popping balloons between their legs or under their arms, or really weird fetish stuff that you could get away with, that I assume so, that you could get away with showing on, network TV, but not, nothing
Is he
dirty.
still on?
But I don't know.
My kid watches them all the time.
Really? Okay, because I really don't watch Comedy Central anymore. I haven't for years.
I bet there's a way we could put up a camera in the shower and have a video of drinking shower water every morning. I think people would think that. Oh,
right.
See, blue, man, right away,
All
Johnny.
right, there you go.
I'm not going to talk anymore.
See?
Stealing my lines, stealing my jokes.
I'm telling you. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the downer, Kevin Kleinhands. March is MS month, and R.I.P. Squiggy. Yes, indeed, he died of MS. Indeed.
It could have been yes, and then what? But no, it was like, no, you're done.
Way to bring it down.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
thank you, Mario, for the Mavericks.
No, it wasn't Mario.
Mario hates it when the Mavs lose, though.
I'm talking about Kevin bringing it down, not
No,
Mario.
both of them really.
I'm talking about Johnny.
I know. Artie's talking about me. You bet me.
It could have been, and then you could do this, and then you could do that. That would be real funny. We'd have a 15-minute.
Artie, I think I told you my idea. We buy a whole bunch of little baby chickens, and we do a webcam, and we just say put it up on the internet, hot chicks, and people will tune in.
Well, you have to burn them though.
Oh,
Fry them up.
just put a picture of Harold up.
Put a
Just
Harold's up there.
give them some Harolds to eat, the hot sauce.
A 24-hour Harold cam.
Oh, that'd be good.
That sounds dirty.
They have the seats down in there now. You could sit and eat in there.
Wow.
Oh,
I was
man.
just there a few days ago. It was impromptu during my kid taxiing.
Did you sit and eat? Did you sit
No,
and
I got dinner for the family.
to
Do
go?
you have to go in there still and act all mad like you did at the other Heralds?
No, they don't know me anymore. No, it's kindler and gentler in the suburban Heralds.
Oh,
It's
okay.
under new management.
They're always got a new counter girl. Always. There's always someone new. I don't recognize them. Yeah. They don't know who I am now. Now I'm just another person.
Artie, it's because you have that Counter Girls of Harold's calendar on your wall.
Yeah.
they kind of like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah. It's all dressed. It's all with the sepia tone, but it's red. So it's nice and hot and barbecue-ish.
Art, do they have the bulletproof glass?
No glass. No glass.
No? Wow.
Is there bulletproof glass, Master?
Yeah.
Now you now have to speak in Anakin voice for the rest of the thing, and
Hey,
you have to answer every question has to end with Master. So
Art, I have a question. Do they have the bulletproof glass at that Harold's, Master?
They actually trust their clientele at this one.
At the Harold's Master.
They trust that we will not be shot or robbed.
can I get extra white bread, Master?
If they put bulletproof glass in there, Master Obi-Wan would be very grumpy.
You know what? If you shop at the Harold's with the glass, the food tastes better, actually.
Absolutely.
The back room is filled with steam, and none of the glass is clear. It's always like got a yellow haze to it.
Right. The grease bounces off the glass, and it goes back in the food. I understand.
It feels good.
Yellow haze all in my head.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Hey, they ran out of red soda, Master.
Red soda.
They really did. That one time we went and Art goes, man, that's so Harold's.
Red Pop. It's called Red Pop.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about Harold's. It doesn't have a flavor. It's just red.
Red.
Okay.
Red Pop.
Is this Fanta strawberry or cherry? It's red. We don't know.
Red.
Is that anything like blue milk? Ask him.
Master.
I wonder if my brother's video is still up somewhere. That
it is. I found it. It's on my website now. I borrowed it. Yeah.
Did you embed it from his YouTube or whatever?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. That's okay. That's legal.
Yeah, you're in it.
They encourage
it. It's a link. It's a link.
It's a hot link, if you will.
Hot link.
Mm-hmm.
I like that strawberry.
Hot link sausage.
What else did I want to talk about? Superman and Lois, and I wanted to tell you about that documentary.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to talk about. Game of Thrones.
So.
Oh, yeah.
It's been on for like 4 years now. So
I'm on season 8. I've been watching it. I got HBO Max just for that.
Is there an 8th season? I didn't remember. I thought there was only 7th season.
That was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also started watching Tom and Jerry. Have you guys watched that?
That's funny. I saw.
No.
What?
The movie?
John Oliver on Last Week Tonight is like, HBO Max, where there's a new movie every month. This month's movie is, and they show the Tom and Jerry poster. He's like, oh, F.
It can't be good.
He's all let down. The trailer looked funny.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Because they only showed you the Tom and Jerry part.
I haven't seen Scoop. Did anybody else see Scoop?
I think, Frankie, you liked it. I hated it. Absolutely. Scoob.
No, I didn't. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, but didn't you get the Blue Falcon doll? I thought you liked it.
No, I like the figure.
Oh, it was so bad.
I got the figure. I like the figure.
Blue Falcon. It was Blue Falcon's son. They made him to be like a complete.
There he is.
I started watching the.
Hold on.
I started watching it and I didn't get past like 10 minutes before I got Dynamite too.
There you go.
I think they look cool. They're all updated
cool
stuff, and they're cool looking. So I wanted to get them because Blue Falcon's one of my favorites.
Sure.
You the only reason you enjoy those figures so much is you never watch the rest of the movie, because if you did, you'd be so horrified you wouldn't be able to look at the
Most likely, yes.
What I would suggest, if you are disappointed by Scoop, not only our panel, but of course everybody watching, I would recommend a great animated movie that the guy James Tucker, who made all the good DC movies up until recently, there's a movie called Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Blue Falcon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Scooby-Doo gang at a Comic-Con, and all the exhibitors are characters from Warner Brothers action cartoons. So the Herculoids are there and everything else. And the premise of the story is they're rebooting Dynamite and Blue Falcon for a big budget movie. And there's a bunch of like crimes or whatever going on. And the suspect is the old like Adam West actor who played Blue Falcon. And they think he's the one that's doing all this stuff because he's mad. And they make Dynamite into like, a robot dog, but more like of like ugly and angrier version of Dynamite and everything. But it's a funny movie. It's a really funny
I'm going to go right out and watch the whole thing now. that I know it.
I promise you, I was very impressed with how good it was.
It's like the Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back of Scooby-Doo movies,
if you will. And also from Facts of Life, and I know she's been playing.
Tootie got big.
Tootie.
Yeah, but not Tootie. Mindy. Yeah. What was
Mindy
her character?
Cohen.
Yeah, Mindy Cohen. What's her Facts of Life?
Natalie.
Thank you. Plays Velma. Yes.
Velma, Mindy Cohen. Velma is going to be doing the voice of the new Velma series, adult series that they're doing for Hobomax.
Yep.
They're doing an adult Velma? Yeah.
It's going to be on OnlyFans. There's going to be an OnlyFans Velma page.
Is that animated or live action?
Animated, yeah. Mindy Cohen's actually going to play Velma in an adult version of.
I thought she would look good
on
OnlyFans. She'd be good as Velma.
I always felt bad. I always felt bad for Mindy Cohen because she was the only girl on Facts of Life that no one wanted to have sex with.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but I saw one recently. Didn't she
lose her virginity in an episode?
Yes, and I saw one recently that was like.
It was like a pity F.
I saw one that was like late season, like one of the last seasons or whatever, and they all went on like a ski weekend, and they ended up having to share a place with a bunch of like college age guys, and yeah, Mindy's just as excited about all the boy candy as all the others are and everything. So. But I was gonna.
Joe liked guys too, didn't she? Or she liked girls?
Well, what I love about Joe, and they make fun of it on Family Guy, is the fact that George Clooney was Joe's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was like his mullet years. He's got big hair.
Like in real life or on the show?
On the show.
And
they show an animated Clooney going like, Joe, I love you. And they cut to Joe and she's like, look, you got to leave me alone, okay? And it's like, Hi, Superman, I'm here for our date. Whoa. Whoa.
Wasn't she the sister of the Alice's kid from the diner from the?
Yep.
Yes.
Alice, yeah.
Yeah, she's Nancy McKeon, and he was Philip McKeon. And then Philip McKeon and Mallory from Facts of Life. I forget her name.
Mallory.
Mallory. Todd Bridges.
Bateman.
Justine Bateman.
Right, Jason Bateman's sister. That's right.
Yes.
They made a bad TV movie like it was like a Teens at Summer Camp movie, and I remember they made that movie together.
Spring Break Lawyer?
If you will. Yes. Not to be confused with the aforementioned Spring Break Lawyer. Do I still have the footage of Spring Break Lawyer here?
Ding, ding, ding.
In fact, let's watch a moment for people who've never seen Spring Break Lawyer.
I would love.
Leon Hornberger came to Spring Break to have some fun, and there is nothing wrong with that. Or that.
Is that like the one scene you're not in, Skoke? I apologize.
It gets cut. No. I'm in there, but it got cut off at the end. The part I'm in didn't come through in the conversion, but
not guilty.
couldn't get the socks off in time.
Want to give you your due.
After the fart scene, one of the lawyers comes out and he's getting interviewed by a reporter, and he goes, "Whoa, now that was some grade A trouser beef. My compliments to the chef."
Oh, what chef?
Every time we play a clip from Spring Break Lawyer, Scoot makes a half penny.
Me
royalties. Yes. I mean, Skokie, excuse me. Scoot actually gets it because he was Skokie's agent when he cut the deal for Spring Break.
Yeah, that's a good recovery.
He gets a cut. Yeah.
Thank you.
I never.
Why don't you step on my laugh line there, Frank? Okay. No. Why don't you eat more wine?
I never
some
saw
more
that.
Doritos.
Part scene was cool. Never saw it.
Oh, you're welcome then.
I like that.
You're welcome.
And to everyone watching, so you're welcome for those treats.
I I believe Leonard Maltin reviewed Spring Break Lawyer as saying best fart scene since Blazing Saddles.
That's an honor. That's an honor to have
I'm
that.
very glad to have that in my life now.
Yeah.
In my memory bank.
Those are the best parts of it, Artie. Think of having to watch 90 minutes of that.
I would watch it. Right after Spider-Man 2, Amazing
Wonder
Spider-Man,
Woman 84.
Wonder Woman 84, and Spring Break Lawyer 1.
And Wolverine
That's-
Origins.
That's Skokie's challenge the next time all three of you are in a hotel room together to whip out Spring Break Lawyer. Have you converted it fully to the whole movie to digital, Skoke?
Sure have, yeah. In all its glory. Yeah, it's
We should do a
digitized.
watching over Spring
We
Break.
should.
Lawyer.
Oh, my
By
goodness.
the way, what we should do is we should play it on one of our editions of watching a movie and comment on Spring Break Lawyer.
That's a great idea, even though I just said it. Thanks.
Did you literally just say it? And I'm
I literally just said it.
See, that was my revenge for stepping on Artie's joke for you there, friends.
Let's go. There's a copy on eBay.
I'll take myself out of the picture for a couple seconds.
There's a VHS copy on eBay, and I keep wanting to buy it. But it's like $30, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, the guy puts it on sale for like, I don't know, $28.
I was going to say, marks it down to $29.
It's Spring Break Lawyer?
Yeah, Spring Break Lawyer VHS.
Yeah, you got to get it.
Oh,
I tell you, it's a highly sought after item.
After
It's
$28.
you're not going to find many copies left.
I don't think, guys, or Francis, I've told you about those albums I've been buying. I don't think, have I showed them yet on the TV show?
No, we're going to do them. We're going to do one.
We will do them, but I want to tease actually showing a couple of the covers. Before we get to that, because yes, I mean, much like looking for because a million things are not on DVDs, but you can still buy videotapes and stuff. Well, very much like that, there's a ton of vinyl that hasn't been converted to either digital or even CDs. And I'll get to the stuff I've been looking for, but another bunch of things I've been looking for have been these records that were sent to radio stations that were local radio stations. The record companies would send these, and they're what they're called open-end interviews. And so literally they're the answers to a bunch of stock questions, and they provide you with a script, and then they provide you with the open-end interview. And this is a 45, and this one is of the comedian Pat Paulson, who used to be on the Smothers Brothers TV show, a very deadpan comedian. You might recognize him, you may not, probably not if you're under my age. Regardless, it's bad funny in a great way. I also got this, and I got to show the cover.
Let me see.
It's very exciting. So this, ladies and gentlemen,
Tom
is,
Jones.
of course, the great Tom Jones from the early 70s. And it's his open-ended interview about, look at that face. How can you not fall in love with that face?
I love him.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, this has like enough material to do a half-hour interview with Tom Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess what? Oh, right over here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, today we'll be talking to Tom Jones about his new record.
He should be the new Indiana Jones, that guy.
So I found 3 of those so far, so I'm excited about that. But that ain't nothing. I'll come back and I'll give you the coup de grace that really is exciting. And you guys are really going to be happy that I'm doing this.
Tom Jones Jr.
We'll be back. You guys talk amongst yourselves and I'll come back.
He could have been the new Indiana Jones. He could be Dr. Jones.
He hates us.
So was
Why
that
does he
an
hit us
You
with?
call him Dr. Jones.
He's going to leave the camera on. Yeah, right.
I like it.
What if he just went back there and fell asleep?
He's looking for that glove.
I like that we can just see his ass right now. I love that part.
Scratching his ass. Really getting in there.
I fell into the O.J. Simpson rabbit hole on YouTube yesterday.
Ooh, why?
The OJ rabbit hole.
Did
I
you
was
watch him
watching.
jump over the luggage?
No, what happened?
You're watching football highlights, right?
I was somehow it got into it. I saw Michael Jordan and it said rare footage, Michael Jordan or OJ. Then it went into the OJ Simpson thing. But the part about it, like I was thinking about, this trial and took up all this time. But the funny thing that made me laugh is when they focused in and then we found a glove. And then I kept taking a shot. I kept laughing. And then, it's so weird. Like if that was Johnny's apartment, they would have just overlooked it. Like, all right. There's two more in there. You know,
when most of the country had the big snowstorm and stuff, and we've had like 2 weeks of over 30-degree weather, so all the snow is melted from the street. Outside on my street, black glove, one glove. I almost took a picture and wanted to post it and say this one isn't mine, but it's right in front of my house. So that's interesting.
It could have
You
been.
took it because you have the
it
other one.
probably was yours. Yeah, it's the other one you've been missing.
No.
I found 3 in your apartment. I don't know. Was it 3 gloves or 3 shoes? I can't remember.
Okay, I've got 2 gloves in my coat pocket that likely could end up on the street somewhere when I'm walking around because they're sticking out. Flop, yes, they do currently match. I have a single glove on my coffee table that's too far to reach, but it would be very easy for me to go. There's one. I know.
Remember the original story though, Johnny, is I stayed at your overnight at your new apartment, and the place was clean, and Johnny was trying to make a point to Art and Franco because he goes, tell him, and I go, yeah, it was really clean, and Johnny goes, see, and I go, but there was a 1 black glove in the kitchen, and that was the only thing I noticed out of place. And Johnny looks back there, and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's still back there." Yeah. And then we all lost it.
Well, so, if I know someone is coming to stay at my house, I make a very serious effort to let their room where they are staying be as clean as possible. Mm-hmm. And I am Oscar Madison, but for those moments, my Felix Unger gene does kick in, and I do my best to do it. That said, there's still going to be something out of place.
But I love that you randomly hide 1 glove somewhere in the apartment.
I didn't randomly hide it. It just I didn't care. I didn't care. It was there. Might have been in my bedroom. Might have fallen out of like a winter coat that I was putting away. Because this was for. Was this for not for Wizard? It was for
pre-comic book day.
Okay. Oh yeah, because that's the odd thing was that it wasn't cold weather, and then just randomly there's a winter glove.
Yeah, I would request a glove if I stayed in your house. I'd request
May 3rd or May 4th, and there's
exactly. It's the first weekend in May. It's probably at least 75 or something like that. How you doing? Yeah, how's it going? There it is.
The OJ could have said, "What's wrong with leaving
exactly?" Made the defense show that, case in point, as a precedent, John Suttress always has black leather gloves in his apartment.
OJ tried to put that glove on like this with his hands completely spread.
You can't. If the glove don't fit in your apartment, you must have quit.
You also leave a wet glove on.
Wet glove.
When you go to the bathroom and then I come out and Johnny was like Dudley Moore in Foul Play, like, hey!
So where do you see these albums I've been buying? Back in the 80s, there was a great local record store called Record City, and they would carry every format: classical music, jazz, New World. I mean, like if you want native drums, they had it. Whatever, it's racist. But one weird group of albums I found in the spoken word section were these albums. They were called Co-Star. Co-Star was yes, that's right. You can read Don Amici. And from Trading Places and from other great movies and stuff. So the point of these albums was, and I'll show the other one that I've got in my hand because I'm holding back. Much like the open-ended interviews, they will send you scripts for various scenes, and you can act out a scene with these actors. And we will be doing, Co-Star Theater, featuring some great scenes with people like Don Amici, but more importantly, and I'm very excited about this find.
There he is.
Wow.
With that mustache. He wouldn't shave it.
1958 Cesar Romero. And the great thing is, some of the scenes are man and woman. Some of the scenes are 2 men. The Cesar Romero one, there's a gangster scene where they're cracking a safe, and it's a double cross.
Yeah.
And he's the experienced guy, and you're the inexperienced one. And Skoke, you would be fantastic in that scene with him as the young, naive guy. And I have paper scripts with the albums. I have 8. They made 15 of them with different stars. and I've got a couple with women stars on them as well. The best one is I can't wait to play it, and right now it's out of reach. I'd pull it up, if you'll pardon the expression.
Yeah.
Pearl Bailey.
Pearl Bailey.
Pearl Bailey from the 50s, and yeah, so I can't imagine. I'm looking forward to that. But anyway,
What's
also,
Pearl Bailey?
What's that?
What's Pearl Bailey?
Pearl.
Oh, Pearl.
It's a name.
Pearl Bailey. I got it.
Won't you come home, Pearl Bailey? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I got you.
But yeah, so we got Cesar Romero, we got Don Amici, we got George Raft, who was the poor man's Humphrey Bogart. We have Basil Rathbone, Sherlock Holmes, but only in scenes from the brothers Karamazov. But there's a prison scene where two prisoners are talking to each other. So yeah, don't drop the soap, I believe, is the point of the scene.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, but there's also an album with Vincent Price. And one of the scenes requires a man and a woman, and it's a Western, and he's like a con man gambler. Yes, hello. I bet you're wondering what I'm holding here in my hand. It's exactly. I believe I have the soap that was missing from the previous scene. So, but they're hilarious. They're fantastic. Very, very funny.
So are they?
Oh my God, Chris Conley knows about Record City. He just is yes, Crawford and Oakton. It was the best record store. It was in the suburban north suburbs. Record City, fantastic store.
So are those records them reading stories, or is it improv?
Well, it's not improv, because improv is you're making up a scene as you're doing it.
Yeah,
it is a scripted dramatic scene, but all that's on there is their part, and then they give you.
So you read with them.
So you read
right.
with them. Yeah.
So here, like on the Amici.
So it's timed, so you could read the line, and then when you're done, they chime in like on the album.
Right.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Well, and also, with us doing it, I could literally send you guys the scene. You can record your parts separately, and I can mix them so it absolutely, like, you don't have to worry about catching it, because playing it live would be tricky.
Yeah,
I guess I could do it, but that's just easy, silly. You'll forgive me. I think it would be funnier if we actually just do it straight and not do. I mean, or even if you want to like improvise lines. But
why don't you send us?
I don't want it to go. I don't want it to get out of sync. So I would rather
send us the script, and Artie and I can rewrite our parts or the spoken parts.
Right. Well, and it's fair game for everybody. Right now, they're printed paper scripts, and I don't have a scanner, or I would just scan them. And also,
do you have Dropbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can scan them from your phone.
They're too. I would rather. What I could do is I've got
I'll show you how to do it afterwards. It's easy.
I have Dragon software where I can just talk and write a script. That would be easiest, and I'd rather do that. But I appreciate what you're saying.
I'll show you. It'll take 2 seconds. It'll be easy, and you won't even touch the script.
I don't. Well, I understand, but even turning the pages, because again, they're from 1958, so I want them as quickly as possible not to be in my hands. However, the Vincent Price one is online, and I found it on a Vincent Price fan site, so we could start with that album. But that's like the only fun scene is the Western. And also, again, I kind of want to juice it up with more sound effects and other things that could be going on in the background. I can't talk to him right now.
Mainframe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do it so.
You get Gigantic Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Got to answer that.
There we go. No, I declined. It's fine.
Hello, Gigantic.
He knows if I'm declining that I'm busy. I talked to Gigantic Jeff today.
Oh yeah. I like Superman and Lois, but I didn't like how darkly it was shot.
And I'm like, all right.
Well, he's got to turn on the light when he watches those things.
It did kind of have that Zack Snyder filter, where it was kind of moody. Everything was moody a little, but they had a little more sunlight than normal Zack Snyder stuff does.
I didn't feel that actually.
I understood what he was saying. I think it's a nitpick, but that's fine. Whatever.
On his TV.
I didn't like it.
But that part of it he didn't like, and also I didn't like. Oh, I'm sorry, Artie. Please excuse me.
No. I was gonna make a joke.
You can do it.
I said, I think we need one more trailer from Zack Snyder's with that song Hallelujah in it.
Oh,
we need one more.
One more.
It's like when TV, especially Aaron Sorkin, fell in love with the song Under Pressure and used it for every scene. And it's like, yeah, we get it. And that's how I feel about Leonard Cohen and Hallelujah at this point.
We need more. I want to hear that.
Yeah, can we have more?
It's like when they keep playing Stairway to Heaven. Oh, I want to hear it again. Please.
Or like the Kraft macaroni and cheese commercials that have completely ruined that Enya song Only Time. Which I actually did used to chill out to. And now it's like when the Sunkissed Soda Pop used the Beach Boys' Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
And it's like, I never want to hear that song again.
Or you hear Heather McLaughlin with the dogs. That song with the dogs.
Yeah.
In the Arms of an Angel.
Yeah, that's...
and the poor little dogs are trembling from the cold. Yeah. Oh my God, it breaks my heart every goddamn time I see it.
Why doesn't the photographer help him?
Exactly. Give the dog a piece of meat. You're right there.
Give the dog a bone.
Let him
Knick-knack, paddywhack defense. Exactly. Give a dog a bone.
What the hell, man?
I'll give that dog a bone. Stand back.
Whoa!
Watch it on OnlyFans. I'll be giving the dog
it's
a bone.
It's on Farmers Only fan, yeah.
FarmersOnly.com.
Whatever that is.
It's time for the Dirty Agricultural Report on OnlyFans. Look what we do with a pig in this episode.
You'll love this guy, Mom. He's nuts. Remember that cartoon?
No, I don't remember that one.
When the warden of the jail bought his wife a new TV for her anniversary gift, and when he brought it into his office at the same time, the dog was digging out of his
I remember that.
cell,
yeah.
and then he went into the TV.
And so he did all the fake scenes and everything?
And then he turned on the TV and he had to pretend he was on TV. And then when he brought it home and the prisoner dug all the way to the guy's house and he was back in the TV. And he goes, "You'll love this guy, Ma. He's nuts." It was good.
I remember the basics. I didn't remember that line.
Tex Avery.
Yeah. I remember that
funny.
too.
My favorite, and they don't show it anymore because there's a lot of really racial jokes in it, is the one where the bulldog is the opera singer.
Oh, yeah.
And the little dog's got the magician's wand. And one of the things that I don't mind making fun of is he turns him into a country singer. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling. But they do like Hawaiian dancers, or they do a black man doing kind of very soulful song. And they have an Asian guy, and it's like the worst stereotype of a Chinese person.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
It always made me laugh, and he goes, hoo ha, hoo ha.
Well, yeah, he's doing the Hawaiian war chant.
Yeah.
No, and it's, I taste it.
The movie's like 35 seconds long now.
Yes, exactly. They cut all the good parts out. Exactly. It's like, all right, it started and it's over. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty much you got All My Darling Clementine and you got a Tisket a Tasket.
I hope you enjoyed this viewing of Droopy.
Hey, speaking of like some kind of crazy censorship, did you hear about this whole thing with the Dr. Seuss books?
Yes.
That's crazy.
No, but do you know the full story? Because I thought initially.
Maybe I don't know. Tell me, Jonathan.
Yeah, because, honestly, first of all, it's the Dr. Seuss estate themselves that are pulling the books back. And it's 6 books. The reason why they're doing it is they were depictions of scenes from around the world. And kind of in that same way that Will Eisner portrayed Ebony White in his Spirit comics. They are kind of icky Asian people and Africans that are really kind of Sambo-y kind of African pictures, and really the buck teeth and the terrible eyes of the Asian depictions. And that, like, because really I was the same way, Mike. When I first said it's like, okay, come on, he was known for his politics in terms of being liberal and inclusive. Horton Hears a Who is all about the civil rights and the third world, that it's important to listen to other people that we normally ignore. And that's why they're chanting, we are here, and everything. Yeah. And also the other one with the Sneetches, where the elite group have stars on their butts and the bad people don't. So then the bad people get star on their butts. They're the lower class people, so they're equal again. Right. So it's like, and also apparently Seuss, as he got older and got more in tune, was like, yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed by the art on those stories.
But I thought
So,
that they banned.
it's-
I don't know if they banned his books, but I thought it was his political cartoons that were.
No, it was specifically first a grade school. I think a grade school took notice of it and yanked him. But it is the Dr. Seuss estate that said you are correct, and
it's the publisher that's not publishing them anymore.
right. And Seuss's family is like, no, he really did regret those books were very early in his career, and his mindset changed. Just like I said, that's why I use Will Eisner as an example. So I mean exactly, Mike, and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
But I saw a whole display today of Dr. Seuss at Target with Fox and Socks and all the other book.
I'm sure with all the stuff that they're talking about, that they're probably going to sell a whole bunch. So
right,
yeah.
And there is a separate book that is called "Is the Cat in the Hat Black?" and it's supposedly a whole treatise of subtext in Dr. Seuss. Now that I object to in general, but these 6 books that they're yanking, like I said, they both the publisher and the Seuss family are like, look, this is why, and it's like, okay.
Do you see Dr. Seuss made the second most amount of money out of dead celebrities in 2020?
I believe it.
Michael Jackson, number 1.
Michael Jackson's always number 1. Him and Elvis were tied for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss was number 2 in 2020, probably because so many people were inside,
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably be better to make all that money while you're alive, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about Tex Avery earlier. I have to take a Tex Avery right now.
Oh man, just do it in the closet.
No,
where's your jug?
I live in here. I'm not going to do that in my closet.
What's your Jeff Goldblum towel?
The jug of shower water.
Where's that big jug you got?
I think this is the first time since we've been doing this. I don't have the jug with me.
Oh man!
Say you'll be right back and then go away.
After these messages. Thank you. I found more.
I'll be right back, Master.
All right, man. I found more TV promos that I want to make into little like intros for the shows and stuff like that.
Does any of them have to do with syrup?
It's still has kind of run its course, Mike. But thanks for playing.
Not run its course.
It is.
No, I've got things like this.
The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Why is the Incredible Hulk not going to be on tonight?
Chico and the Man will not be presented this evening, and the Rockford Files will be seen 1 hour later than normal, so that we may bring you the following special program.
Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast. Oh. Yeah, like that. It works.
What's on instead of those things?
Oh Yeah podcast.
Us.
Oh.
And it all started with
Ironside will not be seen tonight, so we may bring you the following special program.
Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Ironside Raymond Burr.
I don't care if I'm the only person that finds that stuff.
I like
hear
it,
you guys
Johnny.
laughing. I think they're hilarious. Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely. So.
Well, I better go.
That gave you every opportunity to get up and leave.
Yeah.
Please keep talking about it, and I hope you wet your pants. How about that?
I'm not coming back though. This is my farewell for the evening.
I see.
My screen's gonna get bigger now.
I have some.
Bye, Master.
Goodbye, Master. I have to go narrate another audiobook
about butt paste.
Good luck with the butt paste. Butt paste 3.
Butt paste 2.
That's right.
Butt paste 3. The search for butt paste. 2.
Exactly. The search for butt paste.
The search for Padme.
Mm-hmm. If you want to glue butt cheeks together.
Talk to you later.
Master, I like Pink very much, Master.
Fuck you later.
I can't find the button.
Take it, go
off, Master.
Be nice to each other.
Goodbye.
I want to say the F word now. Franco said it like 5 times.
No, we're not swearing on the show.
You've sworn.
No,
as opposed to pulling up the jug of syrup that stopped being funny about 20 minutes ago. You have had every opportunity to start swearing.
I like it.
Watch Franco laugh.
Angry Yoke. I thought it was funny every time. I like it.
Mike Pellerino sent me this.
I don't care.
Show me again.
It doesn't make it that much more funnier.
Awesome. Where'd you get that?
Isolate him. Make him real big.
No, I'm not going to because
You don't need pancakes. That's how good it is.
This is why, again, you see, this is why hosting the video always helps because you could do stuff like that.
Are you really drinking it?
Yeah.
I remove scoop. Wrong one. Boop.
There he is. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's kind of like in Wedding Singer. I have the microphone, so you will have to do what I say.
The cream egg.
I got your cream egg. I just creamed my eggs. What now?
Those are out early, aren't they?
No,
when's Halloween?
Let's let that statement stand on its own for a moment.
It's not for a while.
What else could that egg? What do you think that candy's for, Artie?
Valentine's
For
Day.
baskets, for Easter baskets.
I like when's Halloween. That was a good answer.
Well, that
That was certainly funnier than swigging your syrup there, syrup boy.
I was changing topics.
Danny diabetes. What now? Yeah, I have no sense.
When is Easter?
None whatsoever.
I was going to look it up. I think it's the beginning of April.
Yeah, it's the beginning of April. Yeah, it's around the time of WrestleMania, Artie.
Really?
Ah,
people still watch wrestling.
Yes.
Francis, I wanted us to talk about that Sunday, April 4th for Easter.
Oh, good.
Yes. Easter is when Jesus died for our sins. What else
Thank
you
you.
need to know?
No, but mentioning WrestleMania, maybe.
No, Easter's when he came back.
WrestleMania's on Easter?
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, WrestleMania is the next weekend. I just said it was close to Easter.
Yeah, that's fine. But it reminded me about wrestling and what's going on with the WWE and the streaming of the WWE. Now, I know Francis says the WWE.
WWE is shutting down their network and they're moving over to Peacock.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When?
But only in the United States. Everywhere else around the world is WWE Network.
Well, and I wanted to discuss this, but I wanted to save it for the pod. What I want to understand is because I only saw 3 or 4 WWE shows on Peacock, and I wondered if there's a more premium version of Peacock where you get more programming because obviously there was more on the WWE.
No, there's only the 2 versions of Peacock, and the lower version of Peacock is with ads, and then the higher price tier of Peacock is with no ads.
No ads, right?
So is Peacock free right now? Is it
Peacock, if you have Xfinity,
yeah,
it comes with Xfinity.
Because
it's the same.
And is it like TV? It has commercials and stuff. Is it a streaming or is it like
it's a streamer at 2 levels?
So basically now, if you have the WWE Network, it costs you like $10 a month. So you could watch WrestleMania and you would watch WrestleMania live. But now that it's going over to Peacock, if you have the $5 version of Peacock, you will watch WrestleMania, but now they would put commercials in it. Like, and for my money, that's not a bad thing because they'll put it in during like the times when they'll do the recaps. I'm sure they're not going to do it during the matches.
Recaps.
So it's still $5?
So it'll be $5. No, it's actually cheaper if you're over on Peacock.
Yeah, but if you spend $5 for Peacock, you still get woo-woo-wee?
You get woo-wee, yeah. You get woo-wee. Yeah.
And CBS All Access in a couple days is about to change. Tomorrow, Francis?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay,
so what else is on
March
the
4th, as we're recording this, CBS All Access is becoming Paramount Plus.
I thought that happened today.
Wow, too much stuff.
Maybe it was today. I don't know.
They've been doing it today, but it's March 4th tomorrow.
Okay.
So what else is on the CAC?
Lots.
They got lots of stuff. They got all the
Jennifer Aniston on there?
Don't they have all the Universal stuff, like all the old
That's
stuff?
what I was going to say. Yes, just like NBC, it's all owned by Universal. So they've got like the Abbott and Costello movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I need to see those again. I need to watch them.
See? Tell me that is not Lou Costello. Tell me that's not Lou Costello.
And Abbott.
Perfect. And by the way, that's funnier than strawberry syrup.
I was going to say, pull up the strawberry syrup.
Lou Costello holding the strawberry syrup.
Do it now.
Not the hyper breathing and stuff.
Did you finish that whole bottle already?
No.
Nice.
I'm not going to get Peacock. I need to. How many things can you get? I can't keep track.
I know there's too many.
Get the
Star Trek one.
then you'll have the movie.
Well, actually, I don't think we can count them all because I just discovered that Broadway HD channel because Facebook keeps pushing ads to me saying, "Hey, you're a sucker. You've got more than 5 streamers. Here's a couple more." And it's actually I was going to tell my other New York friends, Francis, about that, and Mike. I don't know if you guys know anybody that has.
My
It's
other
like-
New York friends and Mike.
No, what
other
I'm saying, Francis, and of course Mike being another New York friend, the two that are on this broadcast. I don't know if you are other Mike. I don't know if you guys know anybody who has the Broadway HD channel, but they have one-man shows, they have musicals, they have straight up drama, they have straight up comedy. I looked at their programming, and I was going to ask my friends that I stay with when I'm at New York and New York Comic Con.
You do.
Because they're in the theater world, and I was going to ask Crystal Skillman, Fred Van Lente's wife, Fred was wife, but I was going to I don't know. I looked at it to see what they have, and they got cool stuff. They've got like really old stuff that goes back to the '60s. That's black and white film or black and white video to modern stuff.
We're really into this theater.
I like Theater Master. I'm watching it from the balcony because then we got high ground.
And we get that special edition of Sweeney Todd with what's Jessica from Murder, She Wrote Master?
Jessica Fletcher, yeah.
Yeah, Jessica Fletcher Master.
Too much. I'm never going to watch that either.
Yeah, again. Well, actually, Sonny might watch it already because it has ballet and a lot of theater shit.
It's possible.
So
it's got a lot of theater shit.
we're trying to catch up on Clone Wars and WandaVision.
Me too.
I think WandaVision is the only thing I'm watching right now.
Did you just reach for something to grab, Mike, or are you readjusting your?
I think he left.
I was picking my penis up off the floor.
There you go. Nice.
Again,
so you're allowed to say that.
Song. I was just picking my penis up off the floor.
You guys are allowed to say that, I guess.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I bet the Oak Ridge Boys do a fine rendition of that song.
You can say
Elvira.
You can say
Idiot.
My penis.
Exactly.
Is Mr. Potato Head still safe, or that other?
Yeah,
guy?
that's another one that's in trouble. I'm not sure why.
No, they cleared it up.
What's
the brand is Potato Head, but there's still a Mr. Potato Head and a Mrs. Potato Head toys. It's just the brand overall that cover the umbrella of is called Potato Head because it used to be Mr. Potato Head covered both genders.
I see.
Now it's Potato Head is the brand, and you can get a Mr. Potato Head or a Mrs. Potato Head.
The accessories.
So what you're saying, Mr. Potato Head used to be on top of Mrs. Potato Head? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
How mashed potatoes are
That's how they got all the little tots.
Exactly.
Now, is Mr. Peanut safe? Or is he in jeopardy now, too? Because
he's
dead. Question. I don't know.
He did.
Mr. Legume.
Last Super Bowl.
Mr. Legume.
Now, well, the real question is...
Mr. Legume Boy. What now?
Like a few days I made sloppy joes for my kids, and I opened up a can that said man witch.
Yes.
Now is that the next thing to go?
Probably.
It's going to be non-gender biased witch.
Exactly. Non-gender biased witch.
Non-indigenous.
Non-gender biased sorcerer.
Cow witch.
The controversy is going to be why they got to be sloppy.
Yeah, right. They'll be sloppier, actually.
Yeah.
They were at the bar. They were just sloppy.
Well, if you serve them with bread, because I had bread, I didn't have the bun. And they were real sloppy joes, real sloppy joes.
I haven't had sloppy joes since like elementary school.
Me neither, man.
I had them like 2 days ago.
I like when you put them in the Wonder Bread and they turn all pink.
Yeah,
it's like a gross pink sponge.
I like when Harold's puts that Wonder Bread in my Harold's chicken.
Yeah, they do. Well, sloppy joes are good when you have to eat it with a fork.
Right.
I'm gonna make some tonight, maybe.
There you go.
Make for breakfast when everyone wakes up. They'll have sloppy joes for breakfast. Sloppy joes and coffee.
That's
great. I know you guys like them sloppy.
With non-gender bias. Yeah.
I like it.
Non-denominational.
Yeah, we brought up the wrestling thing. I was very confused by all that. And I also understand that, and you guys again being more in the know with wrestling, that to compete with the WWE, several of the other networks have kind of combined forces. So the Japanese wrestling has made a deal with Impact Wrestling.
AEW has all those guys coming in and the big slow. The big slow jumped over to AEW.
Is he really?
Shaq is in AEW too.
Yeah, Shaq is going to fight Cody. Cody
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a few weeks behind on it. I watch all the Sting bits though; those are cool.
And CM Punk's coming back.
No way!
I just made that up.
Hey, don't say a rumor. As heard on the Oh Yeah podcast.
Yes.
Not happening.
Latino Review is going to be all over that and put that on their front page.
Never mind that. Everybody's going to be talking about Sting bits on
Sting
OnlyFans.com.
That's what I watch.
Every time I see
What is
Sting, I
Sting
think of Artie because of Sting's hair.
He needs to shave his head. He really does.
Is that Sting bits?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he
Okay.
needs to save his. The Sting bits are just the parts. I watch them on YouTube.
You know, Artie, he should shave his head, but he should also wear like a hood, like Undertaker used to wear, like a black hood.
Oh yeah, he
You know,
needs to change it up. Something needs to happen. I liked when he was in TNA. He used to wear red pants and add red to his face. That was kind of cool. But he needs.
I think everybody goes bald. I don't think he should go bald. I think maybe he should do like braids or dreads. He'd look cool that way.
Something. Wear a wig, like a big afro, like some bright colored orange wig or something.
Does he actually wrestle, or does he just come out there and do interviews?
I saw him get beat up by Taz's guys.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage, I think his name is. Cage body slammed him, picked him up, and bam, power bombed him. And so he hit him in the back to prove that he's not injured. And because the rumor was, or the news was, that he broke his vertebrae in his neck, between his shoulders and his neck.
Yeah.
And he couldn't wrestle anymore. But he got power bombed, and that's the last I saw.
Well, that WWE brought him in, and then
they killed him.
Yeah, they gave him Hall of Fame, and he didn't wrestle at all.
Yeah, and then they destroyed his career. Yeah, I still think that was on purpose. I really do, because every guy who ever came over there, they like to destroy him. Every guy who came from WCW, and he was the last hero of the non-WWE.
Well, unless they came over there voluntarily, like Jericho, they loved him.
Yeah, Jericho was good. There was another guy who did that. Oh, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode survived too. He came from, but he was in TNA. He might have been in WCW. I don't think he was. I think it was TNA original. I haven't seen a lot. I only watch AEW right now. Watching a lot of that. And for a while, I was watching the Billy Corgan's one. It was only like on video. I think it was YouTube only. With
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah. NWA, what was it called?
No, he owned Impact for a while, didn't he? He bought Impact, and then they I don't know.
I think it was AWA. He made his own.
Yeah, he made his own after that, because didn't they steal it away from him or something like that?
Yeah, I think they bought it out from under him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It got real quiet.
Sorry, I apologize. I had to attend to a text. We're putting together the soap opera convention, hopefully for the end of the month. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And no, there's just a few little business snags that's one of the reasons why I haven't been available to do because getting all 5 of us together, 6 of us together is obviously very hard. And it's, I can fit in word balloons in between the meetings easier when it's just me and one comic creator. So I apologize.
You're on all day long, all the time, Johnny.
Yeah.
You pop up all
well, but it's a lot like Derek Robertson really wanted to do it in the afternoon. So we talked, or a lot of British, or European, people from Earth too. They want to talk in the afternoon because it's nighttime their time. So that's fine. Or West Coast people want to talk at 9 o'clock their time, which is 11 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So I'm on that time. So that's why I'm all over the place, sir.
Are you turned into a vampire too?
Oh, too late. God, last week
vampire?
I was telling Chucky, and because Chucky was on vacation last week, and also he's a third shift worker, so he's used to like getting up at like 9 at night, going to work at 11, working until 7 or whatever, or 8, and
7-11.
Yeah, and thank you, thanks for losing my train of thought, because that was really important to get that lame fucking pun in the thing. And yes, I swore again, Negan. Take a swig of syrup and shut up. My point is, I was up till like 4 in the morning. That was all for you guys. I was up at 4 in the morning, and Chucky's like, "Oh, you should have called me up. I'm always up at 4 in the morning." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was trying to go to bed, buddy." But thank you. So yeah, I'm already a vampire. Is my point. Anyway,
I like how Mike was minding his own business and Johnny just pulls him into it.
You know what I love about that
because
whole
I swore again, and
hey, you said about swearing.
So what kind?
That's how you sound, Megan.
So what form does your vampire take, Johnny? Like, what's the form of your vampire? Who visits you? Like, what vampire?
No, I'm like the Sesame Street Count, basically.
You're like that guy? Yeah.
Yeah. 6 hours, no sleep.
Sounds like Mr. Tarantula.
You know what is ironic? Speaking of vampires, at 4 a.m. our time on that Decades channel, they show an hour of Dark Shadows.
Decades.
And I know that because I'm
Barnabas.
sometimes up.
On Pluto TV, it's on 24 hours.
I'm aware, sir.
That's Barnabas. Maybe Barnabas is your vampire.
Pluto, Tubi, anybody who streams and does not take advantage of Pluto, Tubi, and I'm trying to think of the good ones. Stir.
Voodoo.
All these channels, they're fantastic. They have so much free programming. And we're all used to. Hold on, stand by.
It's a good name. Stand by meets.
There you go. There he is, Mr. Tarantula.
There he is. He's cutting that building with his foot.
Look how good those shoes are. They cut through the cement. That's nice.
I want to talk on Friday. I want to talk about some of our favorite comics. So I pulled some of mine out.
Oh, I gotta find some.
I whipped some out.
I'll have one.
That's a good conversation.
Talk about me amongst yourselves.
Wow.
I gotta find some of them. I'm glad. I saw that post today that we were gonna talk about that. So I gotta look for some books.
What?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Like, can we just all leave now?
Yeah. We're gonna.
Just trying to get.
Good stuff. It's good.
He's getting weed.
He's got a bag of chips.
I look forward to hearing what everybody said. So I know I've showed this before. This is that CD of the BBC program. It's called Superman on Trial, and it features not only, it features Adam West, Jeanette Kahn, and Dave Gibbons are all in the, and it's I'm trying to it's a court case against Superman, crimes against humanity.
What did he do?
Accused of crimes against humanity by the last. Oh, excuse me. It's a Luthor trial. I still haven't heard it. It's still in the.
Oh, good. Hope they didn't find a glove on the scene.
Here. Stuart Milligan is Superman. Shelley Thompson is Lois. William Hootkins is Lex Luthor.
Hootkins.
And Bob Sessions is Batman. Was written to celebrate Superman's 50th birthday. Accused of crimes against humanity, the last son of Krypton stands powerless before a court dominated by Lex Luthor, criminal genius, turned prosecutor. Has Superman really corrupted our children? Can he justify his continued interference in world affairs? Do we know the truth about his powers? Can Lois Lane defend 50 years of the Man of Steel? Packed with spectacular sound effects and a thrilling orchestra score, mixed in cinematic doubly sound, Dolby. This specially extended recording. Oh, yeah, Dirk Maggs, the great British writer, wrote it. He also wrote Sandman. Yeah, I know. And unnecessary, but thanks for playing. Special guest appearances include Adam West, Jeanette Kahn, and Dave Gibbons.
Wow, Jeanette Kahn from DC Comics.
Wow. Yes, the old publisher.
She has the lines in there? She
plays a character in there. So does Dave Gibbons and Adam West.
Hello.
So,
did she win the Oscar last year? Best Supporting Actress, Awkwafina?
Yeah.
Did somebody color in the queue?
No, well, that's real.
That's
somebody. No, that's part of the comic. It's a wreath. It's like it's like a black wreath for the funeral. Because as you can tell from the cover, it's the death of Aquaman.
Right. Are they underwater though?
That's a fish.
Yes. Batman's got a.
I see the bubbles. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got a helmet on. A Hamlet on.
I like that Hawkman. Hawkman can breathe underwater and in the air.
Yes.
Metamorpho too.
And it's Superman, Hawkman, Metamorpho, and Batman, and that's Mera and Wonder Woman in the background.
I didn't know Aquaman.
Hi, Mera.
I didn't know Aquaman and Metamorpho were that tight that he'd be a pallbearer.
Yeah.
Well, it was and it's from that Ramona Fradon 12-cent era when that was one of the big titles. I assume that's why he's on the cover. But it's a Nick Cardy cover, and it's my favorite Nick Cardy. I mean, I spent $20 on it. It's so worth it. I'm gonna frame it. It is all. I mean, I bought that, and I also bought the Black Manta cover where he's got Aquaman's body and stuff, and he's
yeah.
But those are my two favorite. Those are my two favorite Aquaman covers.
That's cool. And it's weird how they're walking on the ground of the ocean instead of swimming or floating.
Well, they're gonna bury him. They can't just. What are they just gonna let him go drift off into the?
And he's not on a.
It'd be easier to push him though in the water.
They just let him drift off. That's his burial at sea.
And he's on a slab.
Floating?
It's not a surfboard. He's on like a slab. Yeah, you can't tell.
Well, he can see sushi now. That's why he's on a slab.
Okay, there you go. I'm getting closer so you can see Batman's helmet now.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman could breathe underwater too.
Ooh, look at the back cover. These are Aurora model kits.
Oh yeah.
And they got Godzilla.
Godzilla.
What's the one on the bottom left? What's that one?
Oh, that's not Godzilla. I don't know what that is. That was Godzilla.
It's that Godzilla.
Kiss me and you'll live forever. You'll be a frog, but you'll live forever. So it's like a wacky frog.
It'd be good to be a frog forever.
It'd be good.
You don't have to go to work anymore.
You could be a wacky frog.
It sounds like
you get to be frozen in the winter.
Oh God.
Hibernate.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Mad. Finally read
what happened?
The back cover.
Oh, we're upsetting.
I can't talk about it. I'm sorry, guys.
14 years ago.
You can tell us, but he'd have to kill us.
Yeah.
You bought the wrong cover? You bought the wrong cover?
No.
Disturbing text.
Ah.
It's
he really wanted the wedding of Aquaman. That's what he was.
I'm sorry.
I think it's
She needs a helmet too.
Aquaman needed a helmet on his wedding night.
Why don't you talk amongst yourselves for a second?
Sometimes you don't need a helmet. Depends on what's going on down there.
I was going to bring up, Johnny's busy, but I was going to bring up, I saw an episode of The Love Boat the other day where Gopher and Isaac were pretending to be the night watchman and the captain of the ship, and then Captain Steuben comes in behind him and hears the whole conversation, and then he's like, "I'll see you in my office later, gentlemen." Yeah, so
I don't know.
Exciting and
I would eliminate some of the letters in that Love Boat and just call it LU and then boat. Love Boat.
The boat.
Love
boat.
Love Boat.
L apostrophe boat. The boat.
Did you see the 70s porn Lust Boat?
Lust Boat.
DeBro.
The Bro Boat.
Go back to that.
Bro
Nowadays they'd have an OnlyFan account on the Love Boat.
Only your boats.
Love Boat. Love Boat.
Float your boat.
Look.
Only the boat.
Call me Captain.
Float your boat with us. Chris and me with a champagne bottle, big boy. Ow! And what if it doesn't break? They hit you with a bottle and it doesn't break.
Which Lander sister are you?
The other one. I'm the other one. Love Boat.
Love Boat.
Love Boat.
You just stare, Johnny. Just staring him.
No, he's sad. No.
As I said, I'm busy, and you'll forgive me. Don't make me be a dick and quit being an asshole. I'm dealing with serious stuff, and I'm trying, and I'll take myself out of the picture. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. But this is serious business I have to deal with. As someone who's in the capacity you are, Mike, I think you can appreciate that. Now, F off, and you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh.
Wow.
So that is irking the ire. That's what you did.
Well, thank you for watching the All Yeah podcast.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Holy crap. Well, I'm glad we only do this once a month.
When Artie's speechless, you know something happened.
Yeah, I don't feel right.
He's there so it went awry.
Well, the thing about it is we have no idea what just happened, but we know what it led to. So I will I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I have to go anyway. So.
I gotta say.
I'm gonna go, guys. That was
you guys
weird.
Gotta work. You guys got to work tomorrow?
No, I'm just gonna go. I'll see you guys later. You guys are awesome. Okay.
He left. That was great. I was gonna say I was gonna go because I do have work in the morning.
I have work. I have work tonight. I have work to do. So.
Oh man, that sucks.
There's some emails and stuff got to follow up on.
Yeah, Franco and I got to get up around 6 or whatever time we get up.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Getting these things together with all of us is rough. Trying to just finagle everybody's schedule, but we did it tonight. But it was fun while it lasted, and then everybody just dropped off.
Well, I think it'll end up being it'll be like a good one. Artie's gone.
It was a good one. Yeah,
I'm aware. I heard.
But we're
that's fine. I don't care.
We're wrapping up anyway.
And I figured that. I'm sorry. I got to
No,
deal
you
with
got to do what
stuff.
you got to do. Don't worry about
And that's what I'm saying. Don't be cute. Don't be cute.
It's funny to be cute.
Okay.
We understand you're
Yeah,
upset.
but when you're in mid crisis, Mike, I think you can appreciate that it isn't funny. So back off.
Johnny,
We're done. We're done. I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Brother, take it easy. I've been in mid crisis and I know how that feels, and I take it a little less seriously. That's okay.
That's all right. Everybody's good.
Thank you.
We're all good. Thanks for coming. I love Pink very much, Lois.
I like you very much, Lois.
Oh,
I do
was gonna
too.
do the bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I think I just did. Oh, bye-bye.
I'm not ready to do the close. Here it is. Okay, bye-bye. Dope. Wrong one.